Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bugbear's Basement. Today is episode 17 of the Moonshea Isles. Wow, this is a long runner, and that is very, very cool. And we're happy to have you guys come back in with us. It's going to be fun today. We left off in a pretty precarious situation, and we're going to see how much darker we can get it. Nevertheless, happy to have you all with us. Definitely check out our links down below. Please hit them share buttons, subscribes, likes, bells, all those things you're supposed to click. Please do that. We do appreciate that. But we're going to get into it pretty quickly today. But as usual, I want to go over and say hello to our party. And it's a pretty cool party too. They've started to develop, and I think there's some real character starting to come out of here. Not least of which is our NPC, which I'm kind of thinking I'm going to consider her an actual PC from now on. I mean, damn it, she's a. I really don't usually let NPCs trend set inside the game, but damn, it is what it is. Anyway, how you doing?
Give her that damn sword, man.
Oh well, I mean, she was just the logical person to get it, you know. But the thing is, I've never, if we were talking a little bit about fifth edition before, and fifth edition is a super basic kind of generic version of Dungeons and Dragons, right? It's for the newcomer. It's intended to grow the base, and it has done that successfully. So, kudos to them. They've done a good job. They were kind of in the woods there a little bit with the aberration that was fourth edition, but we're not going to look at that because it burned your eyes. But nevertheless, it's a really good introduction, and we are all hoping, I think, that they will come out with something in the future that is more advanced for the seasoned player. We'll see if they do that. But it doesn't matter. It's also great for this format, which we also talked about. But the thing with her though, because I've made Lacey a warrior, right? Just a straight up fighter. And that was my intention. It's simple. Just make your NPC a fighter, and if that's what your the thing is, unless it's a character that I'm actually playing myself, which is intent to fill some hole in the party. That's what I usually do. But because I had fifth edition, I went ahead and I chose the Eldritch Knight. Right, because why not, right? And this combination of Eldritch Knight with the Warrior, I mean, damn,
It's
dude,
it's freaking gross.
damn, yeah, it is,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, she can put out some serious damage in a round. Serious. And
Yeah.
yeah, would you guys like to take a guess at what her armor class is right now?
I'd say it's in the high. It's in the at least the mid 20s.
Yeah, 26.
Yeah.
Wow.
But quick question, Chester. Did you yeah, that's because this is something that they changed with fighters in in fifth edition. Instead of every 4 levels where you get to add your attributes, she does it at every 2.
Oh yeah, no, I'm well aware, dude. It's
Holy
disgusting.
crap, dude.
It's disgusting.
By the time they get to level 20, they have 5 basic attacks. It's like, jeez.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
I'm already looking at 3 attacks around because if I have 2 actions anyway. I mean, well, I have a move action, I have an
Mhm.
action, then I have an extra action, right? But I have special things here. Like for instance, of course, she can if she casts a cantrip, which of course is a simple action, right? That gives her a bonus attack immediately, right?
Yep.
So she basically can do a spell and 2 attacks every round. And then, of course, I can surge, which gives me another one, but I can only do that per short rest right now. But that's going to go up too. But yeah, it's quite disgusting. But I mean, she's throwing around thunder waves, magic missiles, eldritch blast, rays of frost, and in combat, right? And I also gave her mirror image, which you guys saw me use, which is pretty badass on a fighter. That's disgusting,
Uh-huh.
right? And
That's so wrong.
yeah, it is. And her other second level spell is Moonbeam, which I
Wow.
chose because it's perfect for this setting. And damn, she's devastating, dude. She's devastating. And it's not just this. It's interesting for me because it's the first time to play fifth edition. I have the books and I read them, but I haven't played it before. But with you guys, your characters are pretty powerful too. The only one that's lacking a little bit for me is Zach. And I'm kind of wondering what's going on with your character, Zach, because these other guys are pretty badass. I mean, the bard can be neutered, which is interesting little loophole we found. But when he's not being neutered, he's very powerful, right? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So why is Zach's character so ineffective? You guys think?
I think he's missing some stuff. Also, he's not exactly using his attacks properly.
Yeah,
He's
that's probably
because
true.
rogues are positional fighters, so he
It
needs to
is
like
true.
make sure he's got advantage on everything so that he gets his sneak attack.
But they steroided out that freaking uncanny dodge, dude. You got to remember that, Zach. That is
Oof.
Mhm.
way overkill, dude. That is very powerful.
Yeah.
It's way more
Uh-huh.
Oh
than it
yeah.
used to be. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No,
Uh-huh.
what do you mean,
He's like,
well, I'm asking you, what do you think, Zach? Because I mean, you're survivable, but I think everyone's survivable in this fifth edition. It's very hard to kill you. Well, what do you think's going on with your character as far because we haven't had many opportunities for you to use roguish skills, but then again, you're not that kind of rogue. You're a scout.
N-
So what are you thinking? Because your damage output's pretty low.
Yeah, well, it's I think it's a combination of the fact that I don't have any skills specific. All my skills are aimed towards either like trapping or finding or lock picking or doing things that have nothing to do with combat.
Right.
And so when it comes to combat, I really have to rely on like the damage output is like strictly how much can I do with this weapon,
well,
and also positional, which I started getting into. I'm getting into it. I figured
yeah.
out that I figured out like that last one, I was able to do all kinds of stuff, and I was able to survive the attack and get in there, poke the guy, get out, and I was getting the hang of it. I'm getting the hang of it. Also, I've
Yeah.
never played a rogue before. I
Yeah,
am usually
that's
a
fair.
warrior,
That's
which
fair.
is just like I'm usually the lacy character where I'm just like, yeah, then I do this and I throw
Right.
this and I hit him,
Yeah.
and I'm used
Yeah.
to being able
Yes.
to have this high armor where like they can't hit me, but I can hit them, and I do this huge amount of damage output.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like I'm like, what do I do?
Well,
I feel
keep in
so
mind, I'm
useful.
really talking about combat, right? Because outside of
Mhm.
combat, your character is very useful. You
Mhm.
have, I think, almost, I think, 100% successfully with your scouting abilities, kept them in a position, the party in a position of
Mhm.
advantage, and that's not invaluable. I'm not talking about those things. I mean, I'm talking about the combat only. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we can, gear it
Yeah.
up a little bit because, I mean, Lacey can put down nearly 100 points of damage right now, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm lucky if I
Well,
hit
also
20.
you got to remember, dude, with your sneak attack, you're doing 46 damage now. 46 dice
Oh,
on top of your.
that's true.
Yeah.
Well,
You got to
and
remember that.
I think sometimes I may be just getting caught up in everything that's going on because when you went one-on-one, you saved the whole party. I mean, your combat.
Only after it was
That's-
like, oh, stab it in the eye.
No, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. I am kind of curious. What are the HPs and ACs right now? Lacey is a 26, freaking 26. Back in like the first edition and even second edition, you could see 30 armor classes. Of course,
Mhm.
and of course we had THAC0 and things like that. It was a little different, but it was just a word. It's not really different. But anyway, you could see up to 30 something armor classes, but you could deal with it. Because everything's scaled, right? This fifth edition, one thing I've noticed is it doesn't scale per se. What it does is just keeps everything limited and close to each other. Because
I'm at a 24, so I mean, I got 80 hit points.
I did over magic the party intentionally because of my
Yeah.
long-term goals, which I kind of figure that you guys would get to. You need to be more powerful than your level, but that's okay. That's just an environmental choice. But she's also got 99 hit points, dude.
Jeez.
Sheesh. See, I just have 50.
Yeah.
And that's as much as I can get. And the thing is that I'm doing, I'm using the actual Beyond, so I'm calculating it correctly.
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Oh, no,
it's like
I mean,
like it's not me messing up my own attributes, at least because
Yeah.
it's
Well, I think what fifth edition does because I rolled I just went and rolled the HD. I know you guys can take like a 75 percentile or something like that. I don't care how you do it anyway. And I had, I had a couple of high rolls, but a lot of it was just kind of average, But you know what it is that really pumps this edition up is there's so many ways to get yourself like into an 18 in your stat, whereas before it was rare, right?
Oh
It's
yeah.
just interesting,
Mhm.
Well, even if you're not a fighter, every 4 levels you're getting either a +1 to 2 or a +2 to 1.
That's right. That's
So,
right. Yeah, yeah. And you
Yeah,
can,
like my
So-
armor class just went up. I have
There you go.
17 instead of I think it was 15 for a long time, and now
Yeah.
it's 17. And that's
We
with
also
the
have
best armor. That's the
Yeah,
best
you-
armor I can wear too. At the
But you
you
got to
moment.
just
remember
put-
too that Lacey and I are both wearing like the best friggin' armor you could possibly wear. More like full plate.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
And me, I think I'm wearing
Oh
like
yeah.
padded or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, she doesn't have it on at this moment, but of course I went and did all the gear and stuff and prepared for all of that. Now the guy didn't have much on him. He was on a combat mission, so he didn't have gold or anything like that. He had the armor, he had the crown, which I already gave it away, and he had a glaive. And I don't know if anyone here can use the glaive, but it's an okay glaive. But I didn't really kind of over treasure him. But the armor was the big thing. And where did I write that down? I'll write it down here somewhere. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a +3 full plate of fire immunity and life warding. Yeah, that's badass, dude. But I mean, it's what a 16th level Sentinel would be wearing, though, or something like that, right? But anyway,
You said it was a +3 full plate of higher immunity and what?
and life
And
warding,
healing?
life warding.
Warding? Jeez.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't say that though. Ignore I said that because I'm going to use it to cinematic effect. I'm sure.
Oh God.
Anyway, all right. Well, let's go ahead and jump into this then. And let me just go over the chat and say hi, just real quick. We don't have many people in here today. Well, we do, but they're just not commenting. Awesome, good on you guys. We can't really talk to the chat, so I get it. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? Roger as
There's
well.
There's a lot of people streaming right now too.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I don't really expect anyone to watch this, to be honest with you. Well, I mean, it's kind
That's
of.
confident.
Well, no, it's not about that. It's just it's our thing. We're sitting down. I mean,
Yeah.
I never understood the sitting down and watch someone else playing D&D or some other RPG. I never got that. Even the ones who spend money and get all these DMs who can do great voices and all those kind of things, I've never saw the appeal. Me personally, so I would never watch such a thing. But it seems to be somewhat popular. Now, of course, we're not a full production with money behind us, so we're not going to get that kind of attention. But I don't know. I'm happy everybody who comes in though, because I'm having fun.
Yep.
When I was kind of wondering in the future, I don't know if you guys would be up for it. I mean, because right now we're playing kind of like, in a way, we're playing first edition D&D as far as how it used to be played, right? Before the miniatures and all that kind of stuff. I was thinking they have this thing called something grounds. I can't remember the name of it.
Fantasy Grounds. I have it. Yeah.
Yeah, Fantasy Grounds. Thank you, thank you. Now that thing right there, you can, we can all have. We have to buy it though. It's the problem. Everyone has to purchase it. I don't. It's not too expensive. I think.
Well, if
Well, not every-
if you have the master version, you can actually use the free version. The other players can use the free version. They just connect to you.
Oh, really? Oh, maybe I'll just go
Mhm.
spend the money then. Yeah, go ahead, GOP.
Yeah, we could all just pitch in, $15
Oh,
or something. I think
dude,
it's $90.
It's I got it, man. Don't worry about it. Thank you though. I do appreciate it. But no, I was thinking we might want to use Fantasy Grounds because that we can kind of bring it to a more modern setting, and I can still use the pictures and stuff I do as far as DM effect, the kind of the things that DM normally does. But with the Fantasy Grounds, we can prepare little settings and we can see the characters moving around. You guys know what it is. I was just thinking maybe I should do that. So I think I'll just maybe go buy that and see if you guys can't download the free version. Not for this run, but if you guys are interested in doing any runs in the future, because this right here, this run is probably going to be over soonish. I think. I think.
Well, I actually was going to ask you, man, if you would be interested in playing because I've actually got a D&D game I can run for you.
Which foot would you like me to kiss?
Yeah, kiss the ring, Chester.
Yes. No, I never get to play, dude. I'm always the DM, man.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like, dude, he never gets to play like that. Because here's the thing: people, me and you, we both run games.
Yeah.
Running games is fun, but it's not as
Yeah.
fun as playing.
Well, it's a different kind of fun, and I kind of got used to it. I mean, I started playing when I was like 9. I was really lucky because I'm one of those kids that had older friends, and one of my
Mhm.
friends' older brother was into D&D, and therefore he would steal his brother's books. Because his brother was like a high school kid or something like that, and he would steal his brother's books or borrow them, I guess, and without permission, and we would sit and play. So that's how I got into D&D. But by the time I was 12, I was DMing, and there has been very few moments since then that I've been able to play. Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. Yeah. But
Yep.
yes, I would love that. Thank you very much. So maybe I'll take a
Sure.
break and do more board game stuff here after this, whenever this is finished, and I will stick my D&D over with Bob for a while. That sounds cool. Anyway,
Sure.
all right. Let's go ahead and get into it then. Let's not dilly dally anymore. Now, of course, just as a quick recap, you guys know that we are, of course, should I share with you guys? You guys, well, yeah, I should share. Let me come back over. Hold on a second. Yeah, I
Oh
should.
God.
Well, no, because it's you need to see the visuals as much as the viewer, right?
Fair enough.
Yarp.
There we go. All right, cool. So let me come over and do that. All right. So you guys know we're in the Moonshays and on the planet of Toriel in the Faerun area of the world, and we're over in the Western Ocean in what would be considered Albion of the ancient times, basically. And there's been a lot of trouble. We started out in Cork, and where that city was lost to werewolves, but then we came to find out that the werewolves are actually being controlled by a god, which is interesting. And he was masquerading as a humble, helpful wizard, Sebastian, but he's a corrupted god, and that's not good, not good. And you guys would not believe the actual length of the pictures I have associated with this game since the beginning, because I haven't got rid of them. We kept them all. It's pretty cool. But anyway, currently these guys escaped that. The island of Moray was lost, of course, and they are currently in Kings Bay. And things have kicked off in Kings Bay quite a bit because the halflings, there's a halfling gang that was sent here by the Eladrin, who controls Serafel, and they're quite militant and it's shockingly evil-ish in their way, which is the elves and the Aliwa elves of the Isles are a little bit kind of confused. But nevertheless, they've found themselves some troubles, and of course there was this one halfling who's a major pain in the butt, and they ended
Oh,
up,
yeah.
yeah. Well, anyway, things kind of came to a head last episode because they saw a bunch of halflings that were basically demanding to see the governor, who was kind of hiding out on his little island here, and they basically killed the civilians to take the port and basically, commandeer a vessel to get over there. But the party stepped in and literally burned them to ash, and I do mean this literally. Yes. And then, of course, they themselves were sequestered to the fort to answer for their actions. And in the process of that, an actual Eladrin Sentinel walked into the throne room through a teleporter, through a portal spell. And during the battle, which was intended to capture the party and kind of taken in a little bit different direction, our little old, of course, they put some damage on him, but our little known NPC Lacey cut his head off. Mm.
Whoopsies. Yep.
Whoopsies. So
Yeah.
that's where we are left, and that's where we're going to pick up from. Now,
La-la-la-la-la.
now, the last thing that was said in last session was the governor himself, who was hiding behind his pseudo throne chair, said, "What have you done?" type of, very cinematic type of thing. Now it's interesting. Everyone's kind of in shock of what just happened. I mean, even the people who don't really know what an Eladrin Sentinel is per se know what an Eladrin Sentinel is. That it's that kind of level of thing. It is no joke when that thing walks into the room. And without the fact that one was dead and so quickly and by such a fair and lovely creature that is the Lacey. Oh, hold on a second. I got to do it. I can't. I got to do
They
it.
didn't even
I'm
see
not,
her
I'm
either.
not,
by
I'm
the
not
way.
even going to say anything yet. I don't want to get my head cut off.
Lacey.
I just want to point out,
Mhm.
you didn't even see her do it. She was invisible at the time.
She was. You
Yep.
just saw a head be left from the body. But nevertheless, in the aftermath of this is where we're picking up exactly where we left off. We're not going to let any time pass. Now, while you guys are standing in shock and the governor is trying to gather himself, that kind of master at arms that had brought you over here seems like a stern fellow, but he is shook, but he's trying to regain his composure at what just happened. And of course, the murder hobo that is the halfling is stripping this headless Eladrin bear.
Oh.
Now, and there's a few trinkets in there, just so because I didn't tell you guys before. There's the armor. There's the crown, which I already gave to Slick Jimmy. He's already written that down. There is the glaive, which is basically an Eldritch glaive. It's a +2 glaive with the standard electrical thing put on it, which is what, 2d6, I think.
Yeah.
What is that crown, by the way, just so I know?
I already told you it's a crown of oh, see, I forgot now. It was some kind of mind warding, wasn't it, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You can't be like.
yeah, it was no. Yeah, that's right.
stuff.
It's you can't be charmed or enchanted. You should have wrote this down, Slick. You got to write these things down, man.
Mhm.
Bad Slick. Everyone, wag your finger at Slick. Wag it.
Oh, we all are already.
Yeah, there you
Huh?
go. Okay. I can't remember what else was on there. There was one other interesting thing I added: immunity to charm, and because it's an elven crown, so immunity to charm and enchantment, like an elf. And what
And
was
it
the
Did
other?
it have anything to do with?
Was it like
Like,
it couldn't read their thoughts or something like that?
yeah, like a
Yeah.
telepathic immunity. Or
Basically, it gives them how elves can't be charmed or put to sleep.
Mm,
They can't
Yeah.
be charmed or put to sleep.
Yeah, but I think I did add also that he cannot be mind. It's like a mind, a mind barrier, a mind lock, or something like that.
I think, and I think that was the real spin on it, because the enchantment, the charm in sleep isn't a huge bonus for
An Eladrin, no, yeah.
right.
So it's
So it was
mainly
the
he's wearing
telepathic.
it. Yeah, he was wearing it
You
for the telepathic stuff. Yeah.
You could call
Yeah.
it the crown of Cornelius immunity if you want.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. So that's what it is. Like, write it down, please. Anyway,
did.
I'll use the glaive if we need. I don't need it, but I mean, I can grab it and wield it if no one
And you
can
said we
wield it.
found other random stuff too.
yeah, you did. I was getting to that. So you have the glaive. Someone write that down, whether you guys use it or sell it. Just make sure you write it down. So it's an Eldritch
Okay.
glaive. It's +2 glaive with 2d6 Eldritch damage. Because mainly he himself is the magic, right? I mean, the Eladrin himself is the most magic. But he also had a ring of regeneration, a standard ring of regeneration. And he had another ring on the other hand, which was a ring of spell turning. Standard,
Okay.
standard, whatever 5th edition version of that is. I don't know if it's more deadly or less deadly, but those are the items he had on him. So you guys write that down and make a decision who gets what. Keep in mind that the regeneration ring is anybody can wear it. You can only wear one ring on each hand, so you can only have 2 rings. The spell storing is absolutely must be attuned to, however.
I wouldn't mind
I already have a ring of regeneration, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind the spell of the ring of spell storage, because
Not
that
spell
would give me
storage,
extra
spell turning. Spell turning.
spell
it's a
turning.
counter spell.
It's
a
a counter
counterspell?
ring, smart counterspell ring, yeah. And
Okay.
whatever the standard 5th edition version is, of course, I'm not.
That's the other fighter. No, I don't know, but we got a bolt. We got to get out of here.
Yeah, well, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm kind of trying to get to it. So
all
we
right.
got so that's all done. Write that down. Let's move on. And now, as the halfling is stripping the body, and everyone is trying to gain their composure. Of course, the halfling had no trouble with this, but nevertheless, anybody who speaks Elvish and has history or religion, please give me a roll.
A what? A roll?
Anybody who speaks Elven and has history or religion, make a roll for the history or the religion,
Oh
please.
boy. What do we got here?
Oh,
History, religion.
12.
Okay.
19.
Okay. Excellent. So I figured it'd only be a couple of you. The 19 is very successful. The 12, well, Bill, Francis sees something and he recognizes the general idea of what I'm about to say. The cleric, I understand, however, understands exactly what's going on with this, and he is not happy. Now, as the halfling strips this armor off and hands it over to Lacey, who's kind of shocked herself, you notice that he has kind of like a tank top type of underwear, and you see on the back of his neck there's a purple tattoo. Eladrin. What's your name again? Adderall. Adderall, right? And you immediately, it catches your eye enough that you just unconsciously walk over to it and rip the cloth down so that you could see it. His entire back is covered in this purplish tattoo, right? And it's in very, very old Elven, right? But of course you understand this because you are a scholar. It's kind of part of being a cleric. But that's not the disturbing point. Of course, Eladrin would have ancient Elven written on his body. The problem is it says, "Praise to be our living goddess, Loath."
Oh, son of a.
Yeah. If that fan can spread it any further, man, it certainly did just now.
Oh my god.
I'm just happy pulling things away from this thing, just smiling.
Yeah,
I
well,
have no idea what's going on.
you have no idea. Now, for those of you who aren't shocked by this revelation, you should be, because I just corrupted the Eladrin. And I want props for that. I want 3 check
That's
marks.
a-
I want 3.
Wow.
That was dirty. That was
So
very,
everyone's-
very bad.
Well, it's kind of the theme of what we're doing, isn't it?
Okay.
Let's see.
Adderall's face just turns white. Like whiter than it was before.
Yeah.
This is bad. This is bad. And he just starts walking away, just saying, "This is bad. This is bad. This is bad."
What's wrong? We took
I'm gonna do a
one of them.
strength check to make sure I don't crap my pants. Was that Constitution?
Yes, that would be Constitution. That's right. Yeah.
All right.
The Eladrin
I
is
don't
serving
see-
the betrayer goddess.
Yeah. Yeah. So now this is a shock for the elves, particularly. Everybody who lives in Faerun, which is everybody here, knows exactly who Loath is. Now, Loath is and I know some people say Loth. Either way, it doesn't matter. Drow. I go with the guy who created him. Go speak to Greenwood. All right. I mean, right? But anyway. So. Loath is the demon spider queen of the Drow, and the Drow are basically a dark elven race who are corrupted and purely evil. And the Eladrin, of course, are supposed to be the pure embodiment of Corlin himself, right? But then again, this revelation that you've just come into might well explain why Corlin himself is walking upon Faerun, right? Because keep in mind, Sylvanas is super powerful. He's a greater god, and his his form is found throughout the entire multiverse, right? But Malar, the demigod that we also ran into in this campaign, he is not. He's specific to here, and a lot of the gods are very specific to the Forgotten Realms themselves. But Sylvanas is not, and Corellane certainly isn't. Corellane is the god of the elves, right? And the Eladrin are his perfect expression, right? And it is Corellane himself who banished Loathe, what, thousands and thousands of years ago. He banished her because of her actions, right? It's this is serious business now, right? And you guys need to make a decision. Of course, the first thing that happens in the room is the governor has regained his senses, and he immediately starts frantically saying, "Get out! Get out of my city! Get out of my city! Leave my city! Master at arms, please escort them to the gates. Get out of my city!" He's just kind of lost his mind a
Your
little bit.
city is damned no matter what you do now.
You do realize we saved you, right? They were coming after you. Like, this wasn't on us. This is them coming after you, trying to take over your little city here. That's what they were doing.
Now,
You would have been dead if we weren't there.
Now, hold on. As you're saying this, and the governor moves across the back of the chair and tries and crosses the back of this room. This is not a huge throne room, but it is a meeting area for this place, so it has a little size. But he moves to the back of the room and he touches the wall. And the wall you actually see magically open. Now, magic is prevalent in the Forgotten Realms. Of course it is, but it's not that prevalent, right? Unless you're living in Cyrodiil. Now, one thing that Zach and Bill's character, not Zach, sorry, Bob and Bill's character can relay is that since the Eladrin have only been back a couple of decades, right? It's not that long they've been here. And in that time, they have introduced a lot of magic to this just normal world that was never really done before. And this stinks instantly of elven magic. And not only the fact that it's of the color of it, let's say, but also you see runes pop up, and the two elves recognize them automatically as being ancient elven, right? This little door opens in the stone wall. And sitting in it's a little alcove. It's not very big. There's a little table, and on that table there's a crystal ball, which had a little shroud on it, which he rips off, and he puts his hand on it. What would you guys like to do?
Hold on a second. What are you doing?
Stop him.
I'm actually going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm going to cast. Well, let me pull if I get my sheet up here. Let me see, where is it? I'm going to cast Command.
Okay.
At second level.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I'm going to tell him. I'm going to point at him. And I'm going to say, "Stop."
Okay.
And he has to make a Wisdom saving throw. 16.
Okay. I do not.
He does
And
not.
he does
stops in place.
He does, with his hand on it and his mouth in mid-syllable.
Okay. I'm walking towards him with a purpose.
All right.
And I'm saying, "Explain this.
The man-at-arms.
Where did this magic come from?"
The man-at-arms.
I'll back him up.
The man-at-arms is charging across the room.
I cast Charm Person on the Man-at-Arms.
All right. Wow, I don't care what it is, he certainly failed. Yeah, he failed bad. Yeah.
I tell him to stop.
He does. His guards, however, do not.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay.
How many guards are there?
Is this considered a second round?
6.
Is this considered another round after that first spell I just cast?
Yep.
Okay.
No, actually,
just want
for
to know.
everybody other than the halfling and the cleric, it is still the current round. And I'm
Okay.
and if you guys choose to attack, I'm gonna get initiative. So it's up to you, really.
I don't think we should just be like. Shouldn't we try and de-escalate things? You know, just ask why he's doing this before he does it. That's all we're trying to do. Then we'll leave.
I was thinking I'd run over there at super speed, grab the cloth out of his hand, put it back on, move his hand, put it back on.
You could take that action if you want. Go ahead.
And then take the ball.
Just give me a dexterity roll. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Yeah, give me a dexterity.
Okay. Uh-huh. That's a 2.
That
with
is.
With my dexterity,
Well,
that's a 7.
You get there, but you fumble around and aren't able to pick up the crystal. Although I will say that you're able to move his hand away because he has no resistance right now. He's been told to stop.
I'm sorry. I just got this image of him going. He grabs the crystal. He's like whoa, 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 whoa. He's like juggling it.
There are 6 guards that were standing next to the Master at Arms, and they are full on charging.
Are we still? Is everybody else still doing that first round? Because if it's
It is. I'm waiting to see what the Laz does and Zach does,
Oh, God.
and of course Lacey will act on Zach's initiative. So,
Well, I pull out my bow and point it
I
at the
cast-
guards as if to be like,
I cast
you don't
sleep.
stop.
Oh, yeah, nice.
no, he
dude.
solved the
There you
problem. It's solved.
Uh,
I cast sleep.
wow.
Yeah, that's perfect. All 6 guards in mid-stride fall to the ground with a clank because they are wearing metal armor, completely out. Now, the nobles and chamberlains and court sycophants and such are all still cowering, and they're cowering more probably now. There is no further threat in this room.
Okay. I'm gonna grab this. What is he? The mayor or
He's the governor.
Governor, I think.
He's
the governor?
governor.
I'm gonna grab him by the front of his shirt and I'm gonna smack him against the wall.
Okay.
And say, explain this. Why are the Eladrin so interested in this sea? Where did this magic come from? What's going on here?
Well, he's almost in tears already. And he says, I had no choice. The Eladrin were going to kill everybody. I had to save my people. It's not my fault. There's nothing
And I'm going to
cast.
I cast thaumaturgy,
Uh-huh.
and my voice booms out.
Okay. He says, there's nothing to explain. Serve or die.
Why are they interested in this place?
They're not. They just want complete control.
Well, then here's my question. Why exactly were they coming to attack you now after all this time?
The priest said you might be a solution, but clearly he's wrong. All you've done is brought damnation and death upon us.
Solution to what? And choose your next words carefully.
The Eladrin problem. This is our land. We have been here. Keep in mind, this guy is not an elf, right?
Yeah.
Right now, there's a lot of elves. I told you the elves are involved in many things, and they are kind of a big part of it. But these guys, and if I had said they weren't before, I do apologize because I never intended them to be elven. But these guys aren't elves in this court, right? And they're for folk, dude. And this is his land, and they're his people, and he truly wants to protect them. And that he feels there's no choice.
How did you come by this magic?
They gave it to me.
The Eladrin gave it to you.
He nods his head.
Insight check.
Mhm.
8. You see your insight. 18.
He is being fully and completely honest.
Why would they give this magic to you?
It's so they can keep it control.
he doesn't really have an exact answer for you. They are as far as I'm just kind of summing up here. As far as he can tell, all the towns that are on the outskirts that are away from. Let me come over here and bring it up real quick again. All the ones that are on the outskirts away from. This is Seraphel, right? Now, Carador had sunk thousands of years ago. It was one of those mythical cities like Atlantis. Was it even real? Well, at the end of the spell plague, when the Eladrin returned through their portals, which there's still a lot of conversation of how this happened. But when they did return, with them rose Carador, and they went into the broken Carador and raised an actual mythal. An actual mythal. It's the first time in thousands of years that a mythal has been raised by elves, dude. I mean, this is since the time of the Netherese, right? It's a long time ago. So Carador is back, baby, and it is completely mythaled out. Now, the two of our party members have actually been to Carador. Now, keep in mind, these guys have been gone for a little over 2 years from Seraphal. From the time they left to the amount of time that they were living there and doing their job, might be even a little bit longer, might be closer to 3 years, because our adventures have been, I'd say, at least a year, right? If you think about all our travels and maybe not, maybe less than a year. But you guys been gone for a while. But when you got your commission, you went with the priest who was in charge, right? And what was his name again? I know I wrote it down.
His name was.
No, it was not Steve. It was no, that's the I can't remember. But I can't remember. But of course, this governor's name is Governor Pandel Patrick. But it doesn't matter. You went for your commission, so you've actually been to Carador, and it stunned you how gorgeous and beautiful, and the magic is everywhere. It was just, you'd never seen such a thing in your life. You weren't there for very long, however, before you left, so you only seen it once. Nobody else has seen it. But the Return of the Eladrin was a big thing, and one of the first things they did was tell everyone to submit. Now, in the Highlands, in the Aspen Heights, in the Black Mountains, in Winterglen, and of course the Cambro Mountains, there wasn't a lot of resistance. There was a little bit up in Winterglen, and there was some death up there. And of course, I think one of our party members has experienced that. But the real bloodshed was in Gwyneth, because the people of Gwyneth, which was a mix of Leywear elves and humans, but the humans kind of. Yeah, it is. But the folk kind of had the authority in say, but they had a pretty peaceful getting along though. They weren't at odds. They were actually, it was a very nice melding between the two. And of course, the folk and the Leywear elves have had a long time to make this bond. The bond between the Nord and everybody else is a newer thing, but even that has melded, because there was a war. I told you guys before, the Nord were making war with the folk on many places. But after the spell plague kind of put a dent in that, and then the return of the Eladrin itself ended that. So the Nord and the folk and even the Leywear elves are really starting to get along quite well now. But Gwyneth was bloody. Bill's family was wiped out. He was basically put into an orphan state of slavery in a way, I would assume. In an odd way. But these outskirt areas, kind of on the edges, on the coasts, they have a few here up in Cod's Bay. They control that area. And of course, Manger is absolutely a control center for them as far as coastal, as well as Grimstad. But a lot of these outlying places, they can't control directly. Right, and people don't see the Eladrin unless you're really in the heartlands. So for them to have puppets in in control of state, to keep an eye on things and keep things under their control, it makes kind of perfect sense.
So I have an idea. It might be a little crazy. So look, how would you think most of the island would react if they knew who the Eladrin's true master was?
Are you asking the DM?
I'm asking, well, pretty much everyone in the room.
I see. Well,
The entire island would
hold on a
rise up.
second. Bob, you did announce that Loathe was the
Yeah,
tattoo.
you did announce.
Yeah, I said. Yeah,
Okay,
I said I said they're serving the betrayer, the betrayer queen.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, yeah, I thought he did, but if he didn't, then I wouldn't know.
Oh no, it's
But
good.
I go. So if they knew who, or like if the island knew who the Eladrin were really serving, and that they were corrupted, do you think that might be enough to give a much more unified resistance?
Give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
For who?
Everybody.
What's the die again?
That's
It's
a
D20.
that's a D20, based on your wisdom.
I got a 20.
Was that a nat 20?
Yeah, other than that.
Sweet,
Nice.
nice way to start the day, Bill.
Yeah.
12.
17.
23.
Okay, you need a 12 to be successful with this. This is a minor check. One of the courtiers that was hiding, because remember I told you there's kind of a semi-throne look like wooden chair sitting in the front where the governor was hiding behind, and there's a big long
Right.
table in front of it. This is set up more like a governmental room rather than a king's throne room, right? There's a big long table, and many of the courtiers were hiding behind little wooden pillars or hiding behind their chairs or what have you. One of the ones, courtiers, it's a lady. That was hiding about her chair on this table. She leaps up from her position and charges the nearest person, who would be Adderil, I believe. She's charging at Adderil, and she's screaming at the top of her lungs as she does so. Praise love! As a,
I hit her with a guiding bolt at second level.
all right. What does that do for damage?
I mean,
Well, go ahead and hit her. You need like a 10.
Actually, she's not that much of a threat. Actually, I'm just gonna hit her with
Oh no,
Sacred Flame.
no! Please, I like the idea of it. Go ahead.
I forgot that this was just like a normal person. Crap, this is like bringing a bazooka to a knife fight.
It's perfect. Actually.
Well, we don't know if she's normal or not. This is Chester's world, remember?
Yeah, it's yeah, dude. That's like 23 to hit her.
Yeah, you hit. What's your damage?
Oh God.
Let's-
Hang on.
You
Let
had to
me get this
upscale
many
it.
dice
Remember
out. Jeez.
That's 245 points.
It's ridiculous. Oh my God. Okay, so let's see, 10, 20, 29 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh my God.
She's now bleeding out of the hole out of the back of her head.
The left side of her shoulder and face are completely ripped off as she falls with a splat, dead to the ground. With this, the rest of the courtiers in the room run out screaming. Now, I suppose you could try to bar the doors and keep them from doing so, but I don't know that it matters. But it's up to you.
You know what? I don't know how heavy the bar is, but could I use Mage Hand to try and push? Just if there's a bar already.
Well, you would have to close
attached or
the
something
doors
like
as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Can I use Mage just to close the door, just to like stop them for a second? There's nobody by the door, but it just closes.
I'm not sure. What is the current limitations of Mage Hand?
It's 10 pounds.
Oh, no way. God, no.
Oh, really? Oh, they're really okay.
No,
Well, I mean,
I'm not gonna.
it is on a. I mean, I'm assuming it would be easier to move.
Well, even though you're in a way you're right, but you wouldn't be able to get both doors. But yeah, it's not that
this
important
what-
anyway.
Yeah.
Is this woman an elf?
No, she was a faux folk. In this room, there's not a lot of elves. Now, you've seen mainly the elves are. What did I say? I think the elves were like controlling docks and. Where did I say the elves
At the
were?
temple.
There's a lot of
you know
elves in
what?
the
I-
temple.
Minor illusion in front of the door, and I make it look like there's like a wall there. That's what I do.
Okay.
Dude, make it look like I'm there.
Yeah, no, minor illusion. It just looks like there's a wall in front of the door blocking.
So they scream and
think-
run toward the side doors.
We need to
Damn
we
it.
need to take this crystal ball. We need to
It's
leave.
a cantrip. I cast another one. Just every time they go running to a door, I'll just cast. Yeah, I'll just cast minor illusion, make it look like it's blocked.
So as the halfling is toying with the silly humans, the monk has grabbed the crystal ball, and what are you guys doing?
I actually want to look and see if she's got that same tattoo on her.
All right. So you pull down her dress, and the monk is like, "My God, man, decency!" And Lacey blushes. Yes, she does. Not the same size. She has a small. I don't know what they call those. I always thought those are one of the cooler tattoos. The ones that are sitting on the nape of the neck. Those like little star-shaped ones that sit on at the higher part of the back. She has a. She's a member of the Cult of Loath.
Okay.
Nobody gets to leave until we check and see if any of you have that tattoo.
Are you guys going
And
to
you're
take?
free to go.
Are you going to take time to do that?
No, we don't have time. It doesn't matter
No, we
now.
don't. Well, you all can wait here, and then when we leave, then you can leave. We won't kill anybody else unless you run at us yelling Loath.
I'm kind of curious that Laz has not torched anyone yet. It's pretty cool. You're containing yourself today. It's pretty nice.
She's growing.
Yeah, sleep. That's a very clever
I,
choice.
I don't want to kill people who are innocent.
I see. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
She says after one of them jumped out and tried to murder us because she's a cultist.
Yeah.
We just took care of it. I don't need overkill.
Yeah. That was very
Oh,
beautiful.
God.
The cleric just basically shooting her head off. It was perfect.
Right.
But anyway,
so-
guys, what do you got to do? Because time might be of the essence. It could be.
All right.
I think
we
we
need
all
to leave. We
and
need
a
to leave.
boat. We all need to
Yeah.
have disguises and a boat to get out of the city.
Fake mustaches all around. Awesome.
Right, exactly. Hey, I've got a disguise kit, so
Actually, I'm. By the way, I walk back over to where our prisoner is sitting. Remember, we have one of the
You
halflings.
have a. Oh yes, you do. That's right. You do have one.
Yep.
Matter of fact, let me bring that up real quick. You have. Let me go back down here. Now, keep in mind that you have 3 ships waiting at harbor for you.
Mm-hmm.
Captain
Oh.
Redmaid, which I should change her name, by the way. But let's leave it there so for the memory of what she was. But Captain Redmaid is still in harbor. She is. They are
You need to
committed
go.
to your goal, right?
You
But
need to go.
the one you saved was the flute player, I believe, right?
Yes.
it was. Was it? I thought it was the fighter.
I think it was the
No.
bard. I think it was the bard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you
Oh, it might
saved
have
the
been
bard.
the bard.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yep.
Because we had a bard, a ranger, and a fighter, or like a barbarian fighter.
Yeah.
So, all right, you do have him. Yes, you do. Yeah.
We have someone to question. We can take him with us. I reach down like I did before, and I just grab him by the back of like where he's tied up, and I just pick him up.
Okay.
Also, we should take the crystal ball, or if you didn't
Oh,
take it already.
Bill's
the
on it.
monk's got it.
Oh, he does have it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I forgot that he said he
Right.
did that.
And I think we should go back to the ship.
Agreed.
It was a pleasure meeting all of you. I hope we can do this again sometime soon.
All right.
Let's
Now,
be off.
I've got I was gonna. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say we head back to the boat. I'm gonna run past the bishop, tell him that he's got the cult of Loath infested in his government and in the
yeah.
Eldar.
Okay. So you
I
guys
need
want to
to
go to the
vote.
temple first?
Well, I can
Um,
go there and meet them at the boat with my boots and speed.
All right. So you'll take care of
Okay.
it by yourself. All right. So you guys head out of the chambers. You head through the fort.
I'm flying up before them to the boat. I want to get everybody on the boat ready. We got to get out of here.
All right, that's fine. So you head up and fly out. You see this very strange thing that is a Asimar Tiefling hybrid, which is an abomination unto itself. Fly away. Yes. And the rest of you guys head to the courtyard of this fort, because it's built like a fort, right? It's not a castle per se. And there are many guards around. Everyone isn't aware of exactly what happened, or necessarily it's quite clear to you they're not even aware of the circumstances, because no one even looks at you strange, right? And you guys walk across the courtyard. You go back out to that rowboat slash. It's basically a dory, all right. You go out to the dory, and now, do you want to go back to the dock that you had come from, or you want to head down to the southern one, which is closer to the boat?
Well, I think if we go back to the dock, we'll be able to move faster and get to the boat.
All right,
whichever
fine.
one's closer to.
Oh,
Whoever's the fastest.
that one's very close. So you guys go over to that. You get off the boat. The monk takes off to the temple. Now, are you guys going to take a leisurely pace, or are you gonna move?
Like probably a jog.
All right.
Well, we were gonna head close to the temple. I thought with
Well,
with the-
I understanding that
Well,
Bill's
yeah.
going by himself, and you guys are heading to the boat.
No. I don't want him to go by himself.
All right, so
but
make
he's going
a decision.
by himself 'cause he's fast.
Yeah. Well, we'll just double time it behind him then.
That's not
Go-
good.
I
You
don't
come
want-
close,
yeah.
dude. He moves so much fast.
Yeah.
He's 4 times
Well,
faster.
I
than
know
you.
he's
Actually,
going to get
it's
there
more than
before us,
that.
but we'll.
Go
Okay.
to the boat.
Yeah,
Go to the boat.
because you guys can double your time. He can quadruple it. So he's
Okay.
16 times faster than you. He is Flash, dude. In
Okay.
the D&D
Can-
version.
Can somebody? I thought somebody had the ability to send messages over long distances.
Oh, the
I
clerics. Yeah.
can, but you know,
Doesn't that take a moment to he has to stop and what he's doing to do it?
but I
Well,
can't.
we're gonna be
I don't have the spells left, man.
Yeah, but it doesn't
doesn't
matter anyway. Laz is already flying, and she's probably already there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
we're
all
just going.
good. So all I need to know is anyone going to try to go with Bill, or you guys just go to the boat? That's all I need to know.
No, we'll just go to the boat because there's
Okay.
no way we'll keep up with him.
Now, you guys get through town without any real problem. No one's aware of what's going on any more than before. The only person who survived your interaction was Pindeer, and he was near dead, missing a left arm. So I don't think he's going to be a particular problem at this second, right? So you guys get back to the boat, no problem. Laz is already there. The guys on the boats are moving frantically. You notice that they have actually increased their numbers on board. And there's a bit more than just the human folk crew. So Captain Redmayne has been, doing her job and getting ready. So they're preparing the boats for leaving. And you see Laz standing on deck talking to Redmayne as you guys approach. Now, Bill.
I'm having her check for those little tattoos, by the way.
Oh, right.
Good
No,
call.
that's a good point. Good point. So she's going, and of course, the loyal guys who were with you before are helping, and that has been. We'll get back to that. Okay. Now, Bill, you go up and you go into the temple, and you go to talk to the priest. And
Yes.
people are doing their normal things. You find the priest by asking a couple of people, where is he? He's in the garden out back. So you go in the garden out back, and he is tending his herb garden. His herb garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was his name? Steve?
No.
No,
His
Bishop
his
Beardar.
name is Bishop Beardar. Yeah.
Beardar.
Beardar. I even wrote that down. Bishop. Okay.
I love it how you guys actually thought I was serious.
No, I know. If I can't remember their name, they're now Steve. Beardar. Calamity. Fire. I have an urgent news.
He rises as he sees you with a smile on his face, and he says, "My, you're still alive?" Initiative.
Oh,
I knew it.
That's
Just
what I
run.
thought.
just bolt.
Okay. I got a 13.
Okay, I'm going to be fair. I'm going to roll it. Okay. You go first.
Okay.
Run!
I'm gonna run away.
Thank you, God.
All right, so you take a full move. All right. You're moving at 120, standard move right now.
No. I'm moving at 220.
Special.
Jesus,
It'll
you're
be like
damn.
double, yeah.
Dude,
Man.
that's the double move, right? So as you're running away, and of course you get away, no problem whatsoever. A pillar of fire, I mean a gigantic pillar of fire, the width of a house, blasts in behind you because I'm assuming you're not going to run through the church. It would be more direct for you to go to the southern side of the church to head back to the boat anyway. But
Yeah.
you're well clear of it. You don't need a saving throw or anything like that. But a gigantic pillar of fire appears and just rips the ground itself asunder, as well as all the trees. This guy is powerful, dude. And he's screaming at you. He says, the mistress will have your hide.
Nah, can't catch me.
Well, now we know. Now we know how they got in.
Corny's idea of just noping out of this place is not sounding too bad now.
I know. That's why I was thinking maybe his family's probably not as bad. That's probably all.
Oh, you think that? Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm running to the boat. I'm gonna run across water. I'm gonna run up the side of the boat and get on.
Okay. Now, as you are approaching the boat, Bill, in front of you, not looking at you, but facing the boat itself, is the priest. Anybody who's on deck, please give me a perception check.
Ah, crap.
Roll good. Roll good. Not good.
Let's see.
Oh, it's 17.
20.
17. Actually, oh wow, that's actually better than I thought.
Okay. You guys, all of you who are on deck and or successfully rolled more than a 12. I mean, it's not a difficult perception check, really. You see the bishop standing on the dock, crackling with purple-green eldritch fire. And he is about to cast some manner of spell on you. Above him, there is a ball of energy of equal color and light forming.
Oh
I'm running up behind him.
I shoot him with an arrow.
Initiative.
Yes!
Initiative.
No.
And I'm going to keep his same initiative I rolled, by the way. So.
Oh, good.
15.
13 for me.
All right.
12.
So
12.
13 for me. Well,
All right. Good. Now, Bill, you're too far away to be in this round, but at your speed, you'll definitely be in next round. Okay.
Okay.
Everybody goes before him. Everybody.
sweet.
So, let's see. I think the highest I heard was 13. I guess I should roll for Lacey because she's got a bunch of bonus. Oh, geez. No, Lacey goes first.
Cut that off.
That was a 10. Yeah. All right. So, what is Lacey going to do? He's really too far away to charge. Even double move wouldn't necessarily get yourselves next to him. Let's see here. All right. Well, I see what she'll do. She is going to cast. All right. Let's do this. She cast a Eldritch Blast at him, and let's see if she can hit him. She just does. And she does, what is that? That's pretty powerful, actually. That's 2d10. Let me roll that damage real quick. Oh, Jesus, Lazy. Okay, so that's 15. All right, so she does that amount of damage. And then you guys see her with lightning speed. She draws a bow and fires it twice.
Whip.
And she hit both times. So let me see what the bow does real quick. All right, haven't used this for her yet. Oh, it's just kind of a standard bow, kind of. I haven't magicked that up on her. I need to handle that, huh? Let's see,
Yeah.
7, 13, 13. So, oh, geez. So 19 points of damage. So even though she still did 34 in that round, Jesus, man. And that is a low damage round for her. So she lights him up with, so she crackles this Eldritch lightning at him, because she always displays it as a lightning type of thing. She pulls her bow off really quick and lets off 2 shots and hits him square in the trunk, man. Pop, pop. But and he doesn't seem to like it. Let me see if I can break his concentration, because that's kind of would be your goal this round, I would say. I will, from the DM's advice and hints and love for the party that I have, you need to break his concentration or everything is destroyed. Just so you know. And let me see. Oh, he literally staggers, but he doesn't lose his concentration. That would be next 13.
I got a 13.
Okay.
What's your initiative modifier?
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 4.
You go first.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna cast. I don't know. Does it look like he's moving his mouth, like as part of like the components of his spell?
He most certainly is. He's moving his lips. His hands are outstretched, and there's like this purple glow coming from below his cloak. You can't see what it is, but there's something glowing under there.
He's
I cast
vibrantly
silence.
gesticulating.
On his position, right on top of him. So
Say it
if
again.
there's
Say it
any
again.
verbal
Say it again.
I cast silence on him, so if
Uh-huh.
there's any verbal component, he can't utilize it.
Okay. Let me see here. One
No.
second. All right. Your spell comes in. You see him pressure. Oh, actually, I need to make a second roll. Hold on a second. Oh, okay, no problem. All right. So he buckles under your spell a little bit, literally kind of almost hunching over a little bit, and then he stands back up straight. Your spell seems to be ineffective for some reason.
That's
But-
just an area of effect. Like it doesn't actually hit him.
I understand.
It just makes everything quiet.
I
around him.
understand. He has an item on him. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, as a bonus action,
Uh-huh.
I will do. I'll do sanctuary on myself. That's what I might
It's
do.
too bad. You had a better option. All right, next, 13, Bill. Oh no, sorry, Bob.
Me. How far away is he?
Oh, he's more than a full move away, so he's like 140 feet, I guess.
Okay. I'll still take my full action off the boat onto the dock,
Okay,
and I will
which should get you in range for most stuff, I would say.
yeah. I will cast. Yeah, let's go with the Old Faithful. I'm hitting with Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Okay, and this is just a direct damage spell, right?
It's direct damage. It is
And there's no controls or charms or enchantments or anything like that, right?
No.
Okay,
It's just
all
a
right.
it's just a radiant damage.
Now
I don't
go
know
ahead.
if the radiant makes any difference.
No problem. Yeah, it's just control stuff. He has a special item.
Okay, and what's my actions? It's +8, so that's a 22.
That definitely hits.
Okay, and let me mark the spell off. Where you at? Guiding Bolt. And that is 46.
Whew, nice.
Oh, that's 2nd level, so that's 5d6. I'm sorry. Roll good. No. Okay. No, it's not good. So 10, 14, 22.
22. All right.
Yeah. And for my go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'll go. No, finish your attack.
Well, that was my attack, and then for my bonus action, I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I will do that also at 2nd level. Oh no, at 2nd level. And is he how far away is he from me? Is he within 60 feet?
From you right now, no, a little bit over. I'd say he's about 80 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put it at the 80-foot mark.
Uh-huh.
And because that's I can cast that as a bonus action, and then it can also move 20 feet, so I can get right up to him.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going, and it attacks on first round automatically.
Yeah, go ahead.
So give him another whack. Oh, good. That's all right. Okay, so he takes another 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right. Now I need to make a con check for him. Oh, you lucky bastard! All right. You hit him. You hit him with your spell, like you blew that lady's head off, or at least part of it. It certainly damages him, as well as does the spiritual weapon strike. He still looks somewhat vibrant, meaning that this guy's got a lot of hit points. But he's not happy about the situation, and with that spiritual weapon strike, that hitting of that ghostly mace upon him, his concentration breaks, and the energy ball that had been growing every second completely dissipates and just fades into a almost like a steam, a colored steam above him, and he's angry. He's rather angry.
Oh, thank God.
Let's see, 12.
Yeah.
That's me.
And
Whoever
me.
strikes him next, you do so with advantage because of guiding bolt.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. I'll go second. That's fine.
Wait, what's your initiative?
12.
No, I mean, what's your initiative?
Your initiative
plus?
modifier.
What's your dex bonus, dude?
Yeah.
3.
Okay, mine's 5. I can go. All right.
It's like, shut up.
Well, my dex is at 20, so
Yeah.
yeah. So I shoot. I shoot it with the super bow. And Lacey got to shoot twice. Why is that? Just real quick.
Because
What did she use that she got to shoot twice?
when she casts a cantrip, she automatically gets a bonus attack.
Oh,
Plus,
okay.
She has an additional attack anyway. Now I could have pushed her because I haven't used my surge today actually, so I could have done a third one if I wanted to, but I figured I'd better save it.
Alright,
and remember, you have advantage on this, so you get your sneak attack dice.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Sweet.
Now he's a bit far away now, unless you're using a ranged weapon, which I think you have a pretty good one actually.
Yeah, I'm using my bow.
All right.
So I should ask, am I in front of him or am I behind him?
Oh, you're in front. You're in front of him. You see, he's looking toward you guys. Now, keep in mind, with that bow and your level, you can definitely get 2 shots off.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let's do 2 shots.
Yeah. Now remember, when you do your damage, if you hit the second time, you don't get sneak attack for that.
That's
okay.
True.
Cool.
Sneak attack's only in the first one. Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, I'm eating.
Stop eating. All right. So and that is a +8 for those. So what is that? That's 25 and 24 to hit.
Hit.
Okay.
Really hit. This guy only has a 17 armor class.
Cool.
For now.
All right, and let's roll my first. So it's the D8. And you said I get the sneak attack with this one because of the thing? Because of my advantage?
You do.
Advantage.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, cool.
4d6, I believe.
Yeah. And I do 26 damage for the first shot, and that's with the sneak attack bonus. And I do 12 damage with the second damage.
So that's 38.
38 damage.
Okay. Now he's certainly looking worse for wear right now. That puts it him. Oh goodness gracious! You guys have done some good damage to him. All right. And so he's certainly looking haggard right now.
And I use my bonus action to hide. I hide.
Nice.
Yeah, you duck down. You duck down below the gabbards of the boat. Sure. Laz.
Well,
Blow him up.
what do you think I'm gonna do?
Fireball, dude.
No.
You're gonna take out the dock and all the
I
innocent
fly-
fishermen and
I
everything.
fly into the air and I try to direct it as much as I can.
You
And
okay?
I roll. And I give it a fireball. Now, what do I? Again,
Oh, jeez. This is awesome.
okay.
Wait.
I'm rolling right now. That's 9 dice.
Wait. Okay.
45 with my modifier. 52.
52. Now,
And I do have a second action I can do.
well, do you want to take it?
Um,
This all happens like within a 6-second period, so it's kind of like you either
Yeah.
do it or don't, right?
let's see.
Do it.
Scorching ray, I guess.
Jimmy freaking Christmas.
Okay.
You got to hit with that. You got to hit with that.
Yep.
I got to hit with
He's
that.
got a
Let's do
17 armor
something.
class, so go ahead.
Sorry about this. 60 plus 3 times 3. 260. Son of a bitch. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Just roll a 20-sided dice, dude, and add 7.
Okay. Clear. And add 7. Okay. 20-sided dice. Add 7. Throw. Okay. 18 plus 7.
Hits, and I believe it's 2d8 damage, unless they've changed it.
2d8 times 3.
There you go. Not times 3. Certainly not times
Plus
3.
3. Plus 3.
That would be a nice
Well,
spell.
it's-
I think everyone would love
Oh
that
my
spell.
god, that'd be the best cantrip ever.
I swear that's what it is. 2d times 3. That's what I have written down.
It's not times. It's plus.
It's plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. 2d8 plus 3.
So, sorry.
Flame bolt.
Son of a bitch. Okay, 8.
Okay.
Plus 3.
Now you've done you've done a total of 72 damage. Is that what I'm hearing?
Boom. Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
So all right. So this guy's taken 177 damage. That's a lot. That's quite a bit. Now, as
By the way, I do have one last thing I can go hide. So I circle around and hide somewhere.
well, you
Yeah,
flew up, dude. You flew up. That would be an
Yeah,
additional move
Yeah, I know,
action.
but I can like pull away and try to hide.
Hide behind a cloud.
All
Sorry,
right.
go up.
Well, whatever. You're trying to hide behind the ethereal wind spirits. Nevertheless, it comes down to 11, which is my turn. Anybody else on 11? No. Okay. Now,
Here it comes.
this it's a very weird sight. You have this flying Aasimar tiefling floating in the air, lets off a little pebble of firelight that explodes, actually buffets the ships, by the way. And it just, you see wood splintering everywhere. You guys kind of have to duck as this explosion goes off, actually. Buildings, the front fascias of buildings have been ripped off. There's screaming people in terror running around on fire. There's town folks bewildered at what is going on. Why are we dying day to day since these people showed up? And as the smoke clears, however, you see the dock is gone. There's nothing but boiling water underneath the feet of this now floating priest who no longer has any real flesh. Matter of fact, he looks like he's desiccated flesh. And he says, that you impertinent fleshlings, a lich stands before you.
Oh my
Oh, jeez.
god.
And he says, Subsurrex! And his turn, he's going to get 2 actions. The first action is he transforms, literally shapeshifts, by the way, into a gigantic black dragon.
Oh god damn it.
His next attack is to take a bite at the person who is now floating in the air pretty near to him. because this is a big ass black dragon, and he takes a bite at Laz. And Laz, what's your armor class?
The shield goes up automatically. That adds. What was it added? Fuck.
That was
Shield
a
spell.
bad word. He said a bad word.
I know.
You threw a lich
Go
at
ahead,
Well, I
him.
have
Dinale.
17. Whatever
Fine.
the shield does automatically when it
I think it
pops up.
adds 4 or 5.
You go,
Hang on one
Dinale,
second.
order.
So okay, 22, I guess.
Okay. You have a 22 armor class. All right. Let me just get to my black dragon here real
That's
quick.
yeah, it's +5, so that's 23.
Okay.
Okay, 23. All
Chill,
right.
chill. I'm finding my black dragon.
No,
Oh,
I'm
there
just-
it is. There it is.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. So I get a bite attack. All right, it's a +11. So let me make that roll.
God.
I rolled a 20 though. I think I missed. Pretty sure I
Well,
missed.
then I'm flying away from that shit.
Well, on your turn. Yeah, dude, this not a good turn of event. No, I would consider this to be not a good turn of events. There's a adult black dragon, which is a huge creature, now standing in front of you, and it just took a bite at the cleric, and he's much closer to the boat now because he's standing in the water, of course, but he takes a move actions toward the boats and takes a snap at the flying sorceress. So 10. 9.
Oh, did he try to hit me and miss?
I did miss.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
missed,
rolled a 20
Oh my God.
because I only had one actual action. Anybody left? Is there anybody who hasn't gone yet? I don't think so.
No, I was supposed to wait till this next round.
Yeah, next round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, got everyone.
All right. So back to the top. Now, as literally burning town folks flee from this scene, it is top of the round, which we have our dainty Lacey is certainly going first. Bill, what was your initiative?
That was a 15.
Yeah. So
I have a
she's
question.
just ahead of you. Yeah, go ahead.
All the damage we did to that guy.
It's
Is
a
it
lich,
all-
dude.
It's all. Oh, damn it! Hell.
Oh yeah, this
Okay.
is a really bad fight, dude. And I have put you in a place where you don't have all your spells.
Yep.
Yep, this is your third fight without a rest, so you guys should be fairly well depleted. So just thank your DM for considerate thoughts, right? But I'll be damned if I don't kill one of you. All right, here we go. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do like this. I'm going to do like that. I'm going to do like that. And then I'm going to do this.
Can't
Hold on a
see you.
second. I know you can't.
No.
That's the point.
God. Damn
Dread.
it.
Dread and fear, sir.
Somebody gonna get a punch in the nose, dude.
That'll do. Let me view this. That's perfect. All right. And,
Oh boy.
there we
Okay.
go. All right, there's our black dragon for you guys to have a look at while our fight goes on. This is cool. As a matter of fact, the background actually looks charred as it should be. Nice. Perfect. All right. Lacey goes first, and then Bill right after that. So Lacey, in typical fashion, she just runs off the boat and jumps through the air because he's much closer now, and she dives screaming, swords out, sword and shield out. So the first thing she does is she's going to throw a blast at him. The good thing is, as a dragon, he doesn't have all those kind of spell resistances and all that kind of stuff that a lich has, right? So in essence, I've reduced him, right, in a way, right? She's
Oh,
only
thank
dealing.
you.
You're welcome.
So
You're
that's
only
kinda like-
dealing with. Let me see. You're only dealing with CR14. I mean, come on, you guys can handle that.
So we jumped out of the fire. We jumped out of the fire, but into the frying pan. Is what you're saying.
In a way. This is for all those aspiring DMs out there. By the way, shape change is an extremely useful spell. It's a really good way to take an extremely overpowered character that you want to play in later and put that against the party in this manner, because it does reduce them down to whatever they become. So it's a very handy little trick if you're interested. But let's see, what does she do? I don't think it really matters. But she casts her Eldritch Blast cantrip again, and let's see if she hits. What is the AC on that sucker? Oh, okay, there we go. And she hits. She hits. Sweet. All right. So I have to restart the damage over here. All right, and she does this. All right, so 16 points of damage, I do believe. 16. All right, it's a good way to start it off. All right.
Start playing that Conan music. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, I am.
Dun,
I
dun,
am.
dun, dun.
Now, this is one. Now, because of the size of this creature, she can't behead this thing. But of
Nope.
course, if I do roll a 19 or a 20, she's going to be doing killer damage. 66, 68. What is it, Bob?
I believe it's 68 or 60-10.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, something like that in this edition. But she'll be playing on that, not beheading. So anyway, let me get her 2 attacks. Screw that 3. I'm going to go all in here. I'm going to use the really bad ugly dice too.
Yeah, 68.
Yeah, 68. All right, she comes to the air and she lands on him and just on his chest. She grabs a hold. Let me make that roll. Just this could be no problem. And she just takes 2 strikes into him, and then she uses her surge for the day, which she only gets 1 every short rest. And she's literally getting 3 strikes on this sucker. So that's a hit, and a hit. No crits though. All right. So let's see here. She is doing, this is shield and sword, so she's only doing that. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Let's see. All right. So that's 11, 16 plus 21. I love it when the bonus damage is higher than the actual damage. 16 plus 21 is, of course, 37. All right. All right. She has a pretty good round. She did 53 points of damage. And she's literally clanging on the chest of this dragon, just just waylaying her sword into this thing, screaming the whole time. She's quite loud, actually. All right, so that brings us to Bill for sure. Now, Bill, you're coming from the other direction, and this thing is standing in the water. Now, this water here is above your head, dude. This is a dock. It's an actual port. So this water is probably... Oh, I don't know. It's probably a good 17 to 25 foot deep, I would say here. So it's certainly over your head.
Okay. So how many buildings are around that are at least 2 or 3 stories?
There were several, but
if they're still at least burning and still intact, because what I'm thinking, Chester, is I'd like to run up the side of a building, jump in midair, throw the glaive at the dragon, and land on the dragon's back, and then use my last extra attack to hit it with the Rod of Lordly Might while I'm riding it.
Okay, I will allow it because you're coming in from a distance, and you're going to have to do all those extra things. What I'll let you do is this: you're going to have to give me a dexterity roll. You're going to have to give me a successful hit roll. And you're going to have to give me a second dexterity roll, and that will be all you can do in the round. So 2 dex. So give me a dex, an attack, and a dex. All right.
Can you do an acrobatics check if it's better?
This is acrobatics for sure.
Okay.
Although the second check, actually the second check wouldn't be dex; it would be strength. I do apologize. So you get a acrobatics check. You have a standard attack, and then you have a grab attempt, which is strength based, because I don't think you have wrestling or any feat like that, I'm sure. So go ahead.
I rolled a natural 20 on my first roll.
All right, sweet.
Nice.
Bonus XP. So you guys are as the smoke and this just ridiculous situation unfolds before you. You do notice Bill running upstairs of a burning building, jumps midair quite beautifully, posting himself off what remains of a window, and is flying through the air. Go ahead. The attack roll, please.
All right. Oh, okay. 8 plus. Wait a second. 10. And the glaive was a +2.
Yeah.
You said?
Yep. Plus
you
2.
did. Okay. So that is an 18.
Wow, dude, you missed by 1.
Oh,
It's a 19.
oh.
Yeah, these adult black dragons have a 19 natural armor class. All right, so the
Yeah.
glaive clinks off its armor and falls into the water. And then you need to make a grab to get up on its back. So give me a strength roll, please. It doesn't need to be
Okay.
particularly high. This is a huge creature, so it's not a hard, super hard thing to do.
Corny's like,
Okay,
no, the money.
Right.
Yeah. we
That's a-
could have sold that.
Go fishing.
Yeah.
For strength to grapple, I rolled an 18.
No problem. All right. So you're up on this thing's back. Let's see. Very nice succession of rolls. Good job, Bill. So 14, 13. 13?
Corny.
13?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be me. Okay, so darn it, I can't hit it with a fireball because even if it's size, how many squares does it take up?
It's huge, so it takes out basically most people take up a 5. This thing takes up a 10 by 10 size, right? Or is it 15 by 15?
So if
I
I
think it's 10
cast
by
a
10.
fireball and I angled it properly, could I just hit the back half of it where
No.
my
No,
ally
if you do a
aren't?
fireball,
I
you're
can't?
going to engulf 2 of your party members, and you will damage the ships as well, and probably kill some of the crewmen. It's too close to you now. Laz got away with it because it was at distance, but you would hurt your friends. You would hurt innocents for sure.
Okay. Then I will cast Dissonant Whispers on it. It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, and I'm also going to use Cutting Words. So that will take off. Hold on 1 sec. I will take off 7 from whatever it rolls for its saving throw.
Okay,
for
so
wisdom.
the first one does what? It gives it disadvantage, right?
So what it does for Dissonant Whispers is you whisper a dissonant melody. Okay, one creature can hear within range. It wreaks in terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows to get away.
Okay. Then what you guys need to be playing under is this. This black dragon has what is called, this adult black dragon has what is called legendary resistance. So what it means, it saves everything.
Yeah,
So
it can use one
whatever
of
the
its
failed effect is, give me that.
Oh.
It'll take half as much of 3d6. So
Okay,
roll that.
sweet.
I forgot about my re-rolls. I should have used that. Man, that's why we have them, right?
That's
Yep.
right. You guys. Oh yeah, we haven't really been thinking about the fate points, huh? Because remember, every
Yeah,
time
what
you
else?
guys roll a 20, you get one of those, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was 12 points of damage, so it takes 6 points of damage.
Okay.
That's it. And I'm going to, because Lacey's right on its neck.
Yeah.
So most likely to be attacked, I'm going to use my second sanctuary on her.
Okay, with that, I'm not sure how they're doing it in 5th edition, but seeing as she's going to definitely attack, it would break next round. But I guess for this one round, it would be helpful. All right, cool. Go ahead, Sanctuary.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll look up the rules for that too, just because I'm not.
Yeah, definitely check it. But I think she'll be fine this round. But when she attacks next round, I'm sure that'll break that. At least that's what it used to be. All right, cool. Anything else there, Bard?
No, that's all I can really do. That was my bonus action. So.
Okay. So 12.
All right, here we go.
I'll go on 13 too. So.
Oh, go ahead.
sorry,
Go ahead.
sorry.
He just has a higher.
13.
He has a higher modifier than me.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Crap. What am I gonna do?
It's a flesh and blood
So-
creature, dude.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering, should I do my frightful presence or should I do my acid breath? I don't know. I got so many options. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Shut up.
You be quiet.
Okay. How badly hurt is
Right.
everybody at this point, guys?
Yep. What is the running hit peak? Because you guys haven't had much chance to heal. You had a little chance after the first fight, and I know there was some healing. After the second fight, there's been no healing. And you guys, I do hope everyone's keeping track of their spells. Like that fireball, that's a second fireball.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm assuming you're out of them.
I can't do another one. I can do one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Large
do
spell, and that's
one
it. But
more.
I'm not gonna do another fireball.
Yeah.
I still
Okay.
have two. No, I still have all three of my third levels, so I can cast 3 fireballs. But I can't do anything if if they're all
people
on
there.
top of it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's the problem. It's a powerful spell, but it is limiting. Anyway, go ahead and make your attack,
What's
cleric,
everybody's
please.
HP?
36 for me.
36 of what?
Sorry, that was Zach that was
Mhm.
going now. Okay, so 36
No,
damage.
no,
No.
no.
I was asking everybody what their hit points were at the moment.
Oh, right.
Oh.
So 36 for Zach. Lacey is untouched, dude.
Okay.
What are you talking
30
about? How is she untouched? She got
Well,
knocked
wait.
by the.
When we leveled
The-
up,
Oh no, you're
I thought
right.
when-
You're right, dude. She was actually dropped. She's very
Yeah,
low,
dude.
actually. I forgot about that.
When I-
But didn't someone heal her?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm,
yeah,
I threw a
she
spell
did.
on
She
it.
did, and I did.
Yeah.
But when I thought we were leveling up, I thought we were getting our health back. So how much do you guys recall how much damage we took on that one area of effect? This is the only thing I got hit
No.
by.
Well,
I'm at
I'm down
54.
22 points. So
I'm at 54 currently.
of
Yeah,
what?
so
I've got
just go at 20.
Is anybody hurt really
I've-
bad?
No,
No.
Lacey's probably at half. I guess she's probably the most haggard looking.
Okay, then I'll
But her
save this
half
then.
is equal to pretty much everybody here.
Okay. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on it again.
Uh-huh.
Let me roll a hit. Don't screw me. Okay, good.
No, there's
So-
no saving throw involved in that one, right?
No.
Okay, right.
So
go
that
ahead.
would be a 24.
24 to hit.
Hit.
Hits. This guy only has a natural 19
Okay.
armor class. And he's got his
Only
legendary. Yep, that hits for sure.
So 10, 17. 17 points of damage, of radiant damage.
Okay.
And the next attack on him, the next attack on him has advantage.
Sweet. That's nice for Zach, yeah.
And
I
then
wonder if
the
Zach is next. That would be
the-
very beneficial.
yeah.
Mhm.
Then I'm gonna hold my action with the spiritual weapon.
You got to hold it.
And
Okay.
yep. And I'm going to actually, yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Okay.
So that was 13 down to 12.
Who
No?
was 12? I thought
12?
I'm 12. Sorry, I'm 12.
Yeah,
Yep,
go
12.
ahead. What are you going to do?
I guess I'm trying to.
Oh,
What,
do you want to go first this time?
No, you go first. You have the dex, so there you go.
Oh, I was just gonna shoot 2 more arrows at him and try and hit him. Does my character know any
Try
sort
to
of?
hit him in the eyes if you can.
Yeah, I'll try to hit. Well, it's just if I do that, then it'll be like even harder.
Called
Um,
shot they're at -4 or -5, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
just probably be smart just to fire the arrows and try and hit it.
Yeah. And
Normally.
you
Yeah.
have advantage.
Try
so
not
you-
to hit Lacey.
Yeah, you have advantage, so you have so you get your sneak attack.
Oh yeah, let's do this again.
Yep.
All right.
Oh yeah, they are technically flanking it. That
Well,
is-
no,
Well,
but he has
it's-
advantage anyway because of the spell. Yeah.
I know, but I'm
Yeah.
saying for those characters for their next rounds.
That's
Yeah.
true. You're
So what
right.
is his
Yeah.
his armor class?
19.
19. Okay, cool. I hit both.
All right.
Um,
Do your damage. Remember, the
eh.
backstab is only on one. The first one.
and that's 4d6. Throw. Okay. That's okay. So I do 18 for the sneak attack one.
Now, are you adding in the damage from the arrow too?
Yeah, you got to add the arrow
Yes.
damage too.
Yeah. That's the plus
Okay.
8 for the arrow.
Okay.
I just
gotcha.
all my d6 were like really like
All
2s
right.
and
And
1s.
your second attack.
Second attack is going to be 14.
So that's a total of what
30.
is that? 32.
Yeah. No, it was 30 because it was 16. Was it 16?
16 and 14, so it's 30.
Yeah, it's 20,
Oh, sorry.
30.
So okay.
Yeah, 30.
All right. Anything else?
And then I go and hide.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
Well, at the top, did I this current round did I take Lacey's action? I don't think I did.
I don't think so. I don't remember.
I thought she had just jumped onto the.
Yeah, maybe that's okay.
Was.
I'll let it go. I think I screwed it up, but that's all right. So next we have Laz, I do
Laz.
believe.
Yeah. Let's see. Can you guys explain what kind of protections from spells that Black Dragon has?
Well,
it's
it
really,
has-
really big and it's really strong.
Yeah, it still has a couple of uses of its legendary resistance. So, yeah, just go ahead. Whatever spell you do, it's going to save. So just
Yeah,
go ahead and do your
and
spell, and then
also-
half damage basically is what's going to happen.
Also, it's a black dragon, so it's immune to poison.
It is immune to poison. That's right.
I wanted to do something like polymorph, but I don't know if that's going to do anything at all.
Well, it would automatically
Mm,
fail because of his legendary resistance. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a construct. It's an immutable form.
Yeah, what I would suggest right now is to try to burn up his legendary action resistance, right?
Yeah.
And use any kind of magical spell that does straight up damage and halves for the save, or just does straight up damage and then But it would be good if you guys could cast a save spell because it'll take a little bit of damage from you, but at the same time you're burning out those legendary resistance. I mean, as far as a D&D tactic, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. I guess shatter. I guess.
Okay, now that
What's
has the
been
same.
doing-
What do
working
you go to shatter?
I'm gonna try to go for his face, his eyes.
No, it
somewhere
doesn't work
that.
like that. That's not what that spell's for.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No, it's
that's
good.
okay.
Yeah, it's okay, man.
I guess magic.
That spell
missile
is
then.
like breaking armor and objects and things like that.
All right, I guess magic missile then.
All right, cool. Now that doesn't make him save, but he will take straight up damage. So that I think he has three or four bolts right now. 4 probably.
At 8th level,
I'm actually 9 right
Um,
now.
every slot above.
Nah, he can't. He doesn't
first
have any
spell.
slots. All right, so 3d4 plus
3d4.
plus
Yeah.
plus 1, right? So plus 3.
Well, plus 1 for each bolt. So
Right.
technically,
So
it'd
plus
be
3. Yeah. So 3d4 plus
Okay.
3.
One sorry. I am
Good.
very slow at this. Throw 10 plus 3, so 11.
All right, 11 points of damage. I got it.
That
And
many-
he's
that looks to me-
certainly taking damage, guys.
Right.
He's
That's 10
not
plus
happy.
3 will be 13. I apologize.
Yeah.
And I have a second thing because I'm
Okay.
so
Well, you can only cast one. Unless it's an ability, because you can only cast one spell per round.
I'm just gonna try to get out of dodge, like dodge away from
Okay.
them. That would be my other action.
Cool.
Also, you still do have your sorcery points. I don't know.
I
if
do.
you-
I do.
Don't
well,
forget about those. You can use
We
them.
need to burn up that thing, and then maybe I can do something else. So
Okay. So you
plus I
done?
have quite a few fate points. So
You done?
yeah.
Okay. So 12, I believe, is done. 11, which is me. Anybody else? No. Okay. So this is what happens this round. I'm going to take a standard Black Dragon action, plus I'm going to add a legendary action on top of it. So, first things first. Everyone give me a Wisdom saving throw DC 16, and do not fail it. It buffs up its chest and lets out this huge roar. And you feel scared. Go ahead. I'll do Lacey as well. Lacey, she just saved. Oh goodness, that would have been bad.
I got my third 20 for the night.
Sweet, dude.
You-
Very nice.
You said it was 16.
Yeah. 18.
Okay.
I got 18 plus 2. Do I put any bonuses on that, or is it just the roll?
It's
Should
your
be
wisdom.
wisdom proficiency.
It's a wisdom. It's a wisdom save, dude.
Yeah. So whatever your
So-
wisdom modifier is, add that to it.
19.
Okay. I got a 16. Is that enough?
It's exactly what you need. It's a 16
God.
save. Yeah.
I got
Okay.
a 15.
All right.
Oh,
So
Oh,
Bill,
wait,
what did you
where's
get, Bill?
my-
I need to know. Laz, I need to know. Give me your rolls, please.
I just said it.
Oh.
19 with
I-
the-
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I still can't hear you. You're breaking up for me.
19.
Oh, there we go. How about you, Bill?
I rolled a 20.
Oh, that's
So-
right. Now I
so
heard that. I
for-
did hear that. And Zach, you saved?
Yeah, I
Okay.
got 18.
Okay, cool. So the only person who's in trouble here is the Bard. All right, so Bard, this is what happens. You are now frightened for 1 minute. And
Okay.
okay, every turn, however, you can make that roll again. So right now on your action, which I believe is coming up after me, right? Your action after this is basically going to be to move away as fast as you can and then make a saving throw. Okay?
Okay, real quick. Wait, hang on a second. Do you have any fate points left?
Oh, that's right.
I
You
have
you
one.
must
I
must
do.
have some.
Yeah, I do have one. I'm going to use it to succeed. And now I'm not
Well,
afraid.
No, you're not. You have to make another roll. All that does is let you
You gotta,
re-roll.
you gotta re-roll it.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. I have to roll. Well, you know what? No, because it's gonna be really hard since I only have a +1. So I'll wait. I'll wait on this first one.
Okay.
'cause-
So you are cowering in fear. It's like, this is the biggest dragon, damn it. All right, cool. Then I have my attacks.
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die. Now the dragon is going to focus its first attacks on those in front of it. Now Lacey has been sanctuary, so it's seemingly she's disappeared from its point of view. But in front of it, so it's going to attack in front of it. So it's going to attack on the boat. So the attack on the boat would be against Adaril.
No, I'm not on the boat. I'm on the dock. Remember?
Why are you on the dock?
I jumped off the
Water
boat.
now.
Yeah.
No,
But
well,
I mean,
Okay.
you're not behind it, is what I mean.
Yeah.
All right. So it would be Adaril, and where exactly is the halfling?
He would have been on the boat still.
He would have been on the boat. And let me see here. Where exactly is Zach?
See, I hid, so I'm still on the boat.
You're still in the boat. So let me see if I see you then, I guess would be the way. And give me your stealth roll number, please.
All right. 17.
17. Okay, so you're fine. And you're still hidden. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to take a bite attack at the halfling, and it's going to do 2 claws into the cleric. All right, so let's do the bite first. So the first bite most certainly hit. That's way above your armor class. So that was a 28. That certainly hit everybody. All right, let me do my
Oh.
damage. All right, so it bites into you or bites at you. It didn't do very well, so it just kind of skinned at you, really. That's 4 points of damage plus. So you take. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. It's wow, that's ugly. So I
Yeah.
have to roll another dice. Hold on a second.
Yep.
All right, so that is a total
Wisdom
of
save.
10, 14. No, 10, 12, 16. And some of that damage is acid damage. I'm assuming you're not immune to acid damage. So you take 16 points of
Nope.
damage from that attack. 16.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was a low roll. That's pretty nasty. And then 2
Mhm.
claws going into our cleric, who is well armored. What is your armor class?
My armor class at the moment is 24.
Okay, hit. Although the second one barely hit you though. And basically, what does that do? So it's okay. I see. All right.
Yeah, it's a lot.
These things are nasty, dude. Even their claw. No, they don't. These things are nasty. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me do this.
2d6 plus 6.
Yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 12. So 23 points of damage as it claws into you, slashes at you. Then it takes a legendary action. It doesn't know where that invisible person on his chest went, seemingly. He got someone on his back. He got all these people around him. It's such a pain in the butt. So he takes a legendary action, and he does a wing attack. And the wing attack basically will affect everybody, except for Laz, who is... No, it affects Laz too. Because it's 10
Yeah.
it's from him. Okay, so everyone, please give me a DC 19 dexterity save. Woof.
Oh, Oh, man, that's gonna be brutal.
Mm-hmm.
What's my dex? Where's my dex?
No, I
Okay.
did not.
You said
13.
You said DC 19.
Oh, natural 20.
Sweet,
Oh,
dude. There you go.
You
Yeah,
said DC 19.
DC 19. Yeah, that's right.
I just barely made it.
Do
Okay.
you add your dex on top of stuff?
Yep.
Yeah.
You roll a 20 and add your dexterity. Yep.
Okay, then I got 20.
Okay, you got a 20.
3.
All right. How about you, Zach? Now
I
you
got a
have
13.
uncanny dodge. Please keep this in mind because
Oh, yeah,
I do
yes.
think this applies, doesn't it? It's an AOE. So
Yeah, it would because, yeah. Great.
Now, could I use acrobatics to stay on?
yeah, no, that would definitely be an acrobatics roll. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Then I got a 24.
Okay. Lacey did not. All right, Zach, I need your number, dude.
I did. I kept saying it. 13.
Okay, you failed. Halfling, you make a you make a disadvantage roll, please.
a disadvantage roll?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, because you're feared. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was. Oh wait, no, my save for that was because I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, but you
Oh.
have to roll at disadvantage. You need to roll 2 dice, dude.
Oh. Okay, I thought that was only for attacks. My bad. Second one was a. Let me find my dex. Oh, that was only an 18.
Okay.
Second one.
So you fail. Okay, so everyone else is fine. But basically what this dragon does is kind of rear back, and its wings unfold, and it just starts buffeting the air all around it as it starts to rise into the air itself. So everyone who failed, please take 15 points of damage.
All right. So is that 7 or 8 for me?
Probably because you failed, it's probably half, so that would be 7.
Okay.
All right. So that is my action, and it moves up at a pretty high flight speed, actually. So it moves 40 feet above the air, and it literally lifts into the air as the cleric and Lacey hold on for dear life. Now Lacey failed her dex roll, so I'm going to have to give her a strength roll. Okay, she's fine. The cleric, the monk, you're fine though. You made your roll, so you were able to ride this creature up. All right, that is my round, dude. Which brings us to the bard. So bard, because you're like 10 or 8 or something, right?
Well, my initiative roll?
Yeah.
Or my health?
No, your initiative roll.
Oh, my initial roll was 9 plus my initiative.
So have you already gone this round?
It wouldn't be this round because that was what was the bad.
Oh,
dice
I get
roll?
what you're saying. Okay. So that brings us to the top. Now Lacey is clung onto this thing's chest. She's 40 foot in the air above the water. This kind of sucks. So how does Lacey want to bear? I've already used my surge. You know what? Because she's pretty low on health. So I'm going to take a second wind, sorry. And I'm going to get a little health back for her as my first action. My second action is going to be to just light up with my sword, my Eldritch Blast again. Okay. Yeah, the good thing is putting that on a frickin' warrior is just disgusting, dude. Because she's not going to miss, right? Unbelievable. Anyway, so that's so she is going to do this damage, and then she gets one action attack after this automatically. Ooh, nice. So that is 12 points of damage plus her single attack, and she went and critted him. Beautiful. So let me just put the 12 on first. 122. Now, of course, this crit doesn't work. This is not a natural crit. This is the 19. A natural 19. So she's not going to double the damage for a natural crit, which I'm not sure if. Keep that in mind, Zach. If you crit, literally, you roll a natural 20, or you take that feat that lets you crit from 18, 19, and 20, which you might want to think about doing. That not only do you get your plus whatever for your backstab, it doubles everything, right? So it's
Yeah.
keep that in mind, dude. That's pretty nasty.
Okay.
She didn't get that though. But she is doing 6d what?
6d8
Jesus. All right. This will be
on top of the regular damage.
You know,
so-
this is handy. This is handy. Yeah. And of course, that also takes into account her strength damage, but it's just a normal application, right? So I'll add that on after. All right. So let's see here. 14, 17, 25, 31, 33, 38, 41, plus 41, so that is 57 points of damage.
Jeez.
Damn, dude. All right. Kablooey. Yeah, that's a 177. My God. All right. Lacey lights into him. She's very visible to him now. He's not happy about that. He is spurting acidic blood everywhere. As it hits the water, it fouls and bubbles and steams. And Lacey is quite well covered, which I'm going to give her a little damage for that. And she's fine. She's still up, but she's and she did take the action. That kind of negated her action surge, though, or second wind. All right, damn, Bill, lay into this thing. He's almost down.
All right. So.
Don't
Question,
give me another
can I
round
pop-
because I will breathe on you guys.
All right. I want to pop the potion of storm giant strength. Is that possible?
Oh, most certainly, dude. That's an action.
Okay. All right. So then.
Would that take up your whole action?
No.
Or-
That takes up his move action.
Oh, you have extra.
Yeah, he's got two.
Oh, okay.
That's my
Everyone
move
gets
action.
two actions. You got to
I'm gonna
move and
use-
attack. It's fine.
I'll use my attack action. I'm gonna use the Rod of Lordly Might. I'm gonna come down on this beast. Let's see. So, and I'll do my unarmed attack with it also. So I got an 11 and that to hit. Okay, wait. No, let me look at the Storm Giant strength just to see what its bonus is. What my strength becomes. 29.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Like +8 or something like that.
Because
+7.
it's +7.
Yeah.
So that would give me. I think I'm still better with my martial arts, man. All right. So I have a +8 with my dexterity and my proficiency bonus. So I would get a +10 if I use the Storm Giant strength, right?
Yeah.
If I fall on. Okay. To hit. And now I'm using the +3 weapon makes me a +13. Okay, so I got a 23 to hit.
That hits.
And a 29.
That certainly hits.
So that's 2 hits. Okay, so the first attack's damage, that's 1d10.
You hitting this with the Lordly Might rod? Are you hitting it with the rod or the battle axe or what?
Well, the flame, because he's not resistant to flame, I don't believe.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me. Oh my gosh. Make sure I have everything there. So I got a +8 to the hit.
This was a potion of fire giant strength.
Yeah.
So your strength is affecting at 25. Damn.
I didn't roll
No, it's
very.
Storm Giant, dude.
Oh, storm
Storm.
giant. Storm.
Yeah.
That's
It's-
way
it's-
higher. That's like
It's
29.
badass, dude.
That's like
Yeah, come on, Bill.
27,
Give me your
29.
damage, dude. Let me have it.
I'm adding it up, sorry. Because I am slow too.
29. God dang.
Yeah, I know. You guys literally see Francis just bulk out like massive and just start blasting into this thing with his sword. Sparks fly.
Francis.
It's Francis. Francis, what's your damage?
What are you doing?
He's
Okay,
still
the first attack.
Just give me a
did
total,
40
dude. All I need is a total.
All right, so let me remember 47, and then I'll use my extra attack to do this again. All right. Where'd my lucky die go? Oh shit, I can't find them. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so I hit him again. So I rolled a natural 19 and a 13 with the plus 10 to hit, 11 to hit. So let's hit him again. We did. I did a total of 82.
All right.
Ah,
Now,
damn.
as you see your monk, your half-elven monk, literally glow and bulk up like crazy. Almost seems like he gets bigger overall. And he just starts laying into this thing. Large chunks of dragon flesh fly off. And the dragon lets out a scream and falls into the water with very little of it remaining above, completely and utterly dead.
Yes.
So wait, he carried over the damage to the Lich side
Nope.
and still killed the Lich? Because it does carry over
I
damage.
didn't.
If they're
Did I say that? I'm sorry.
Oh.
14.
Uh-oh.
13.
Wait, isn't Lacey going first?
The Lacey already went. She's the reason that he
Yeah.
was
Oh,
able to
that-
drop it, right? Her damage
Yeah.
allowed him to kill it. Yeah.
Oh,
So now that
I'm
when he
13.
falls, does the fear spell go away?
Oh yeah,
Um,
the fear spell would.
It most certainly would go
Drop.
away. Yep. 13.
That would be me then.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself at 3rd level.
Okay.
So I haven't used any 3rd level spells, so it's going to be 3d8 plus 15. So 5, 6, and okay, plus 8. So sorry, I'm just doing some math. It's 19 points, I believe, and then plus 15, so it's 29 points of healing on myself. And then that's going to be my turn. I am going to move away from the rest of the group, just kind of like get off in the corner. So if there is any attacks, like trying to be out of the field of attack for this thing.
Okay.
Uh,
Laz.
and that is.
Well, wait, no, you forgot me then.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Is anybody at 20 health or lower?
Lacey is floating in, kind of hanging onto the body of this dragon that is almost submerged because the water here is fairly deep. It's deep enough for a boat to get in, right? She's the worst, I think, of us. Yeah, she's got 22 health points left.
Okay, she gets 16.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on her.
All right.
And yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna hold my action in the
That's the right move.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
No,
hold.
that's
I'm
the
gonna hold
right
my
move.
action, and I'm gonna hold the action of the spiritual weapon.
All right. Next is no, it's Zach, right? Go ahead, Zach. What are you gonna do?
I instinctively jump into the water to go save Lacey.
All right. So
Get
you
that
take
glaive.
well, that's in the water. You guys will have to go search for that later. It's not hard to find, but you this entire round you get a hold of Lacey, and she's not out, of course, but together you guys are able to get to standing level of water, or not standing, but on what remains of the dock and stuff, which the body of dragon was certainly filling. So you get her over. So nice, assisted action. Nice to see that. Coming down to I believe Laz.
Get ready. Just
No,
be ready
Laz,
for that thing.
I'm gonna help you out. It's like hold your action.
Well, that's what I think, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, actually.
Right,
so.
exactly. And what holding your action means is you're gonna lower your initiative to a point that something happens that you can react to. All right.
Yeah.
So that's what you're gonna do. So that's the best move for you. Then it brings.
That's what I was actually going to do before. I was like, think there's more coming, so I'm not sure what to do. I don't know what to point my finger at. So
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got something waiting for this guy. Hopefully.
Now it is my turn. I haven't skipped anyone, right? Okay. It's my turn, and you see the body of the dragon dissolve, right? And just rising out of the water with seemingly some manner of levitation, you see this lich come up in his full glory, lichdom, with his cloak and his black purple robes, as he floats up with his arms dangling at his side and his head almost kind of lurched forward. It's just laughing maniacally at the fun he hasn't probably had in a century. And he is about to lay into you guys. So everyone who was held your actions, which I think are only 2, go for it. So let's start with the cleric. You have a higher initiative. He's undamaged, by the way.
Okay. He's undamaged?
Yep.
How would
Oh,
he be undamaged?
jeez. Oh my god. Okay, hang on a minute. That changes things a little bit. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? The spiritual weapon's going to take a shot at him.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead and roll that, and roll its action right there. Okay, that's so that's a 20 to hit.
Oh, a 20 to hit. Let's see what I have him. I had him on 22. Yeah.
Okay, so that misses. Okay, and then.
Oh man, this guy's ridiculously powerful.
Yeah.
You guys have done well. You've done well. All the
Well, thank
party
you.
Yeah,
is
with
still
the idea that he was
standing.
already hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no, I'm pressing you, dude. I'm challenging the ability of your characters for sure. But that was a full-on black dragon. I played it just as an adult black dragon.
All
You
right.
guys beat it.
I'm going to cast Turn Undead.
Oh, dude, you do realize you need a natural 20, right?
Well, no, I don't have to roll anything. He has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
No, he's a lich, dude.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not like a normal. This is like a.
Yeah.
You have to force me to make that roll, and then I can make a roll, which he'll probably save. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a wait. In this case, normally I would agree with your action, but in this case, I think you're wasting your round.
Yeah.
You're better
never
off
mind.
praying to Coraline.
At that point,
That's not a bad idea.
hit
Nope.
it as
Yeah,
hard.
that's a ceremony. It takes time.
Yeah, I don't have that. There's actually a thing you could get, but I'm not high enough level where I can basically invoke the god to help me. But that's a
Or if
while
that
back.
medallion can do anything at this point.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what?
Of the medallion.
I'm going to. Well, that medallion is what's keeping your curse at bay. So
That's true. But even beyond that, it's also is something that takes time. It's a ceremony, right? Which we didn't really delve into that last time because there was no real threat, right? So it was.
Well,
it's
I
different.
do have something as an ASMR. I have what's called Divine Communion.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to your character when we do. Let's let the cleric make his roll first.
you know what?
You
Screw
are
it.
next.
I'm just gonna throw some damage on him. All right, I'm gonna hit him with guiding bolt again.
How many of those you got left, dude? You must be really depleted.
I'm throwing. I've got 2 first level spells left, and that's it.
All right. So the spiritual weapon, you were going to do damage with that. So go ahead.
Well, no, I rolled and I hit a 20, and he said I needed a
Oh, that's
22.
right, 22.
So
I'm
it
sorry.
missed.
So
missed.
go ahead. Your guiding bolt. Now that doesn't need to strike, right? To hit to strike.
I have to roll it.
Okay.
I have to hit him.
It's kind of interesting that the Lich's AC is higher than the Dragon's. That's fun.
Yeah. I got him. I think I got that's a 23.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 4d6. Be nice if I rolled high this time. Okay, I'll take that. That's 10, 16, 20 points of radiant damage. And the next person who attacks him has advantage.
Sweet. And that would probably be Laz. Go ahead, Laz. Is that all your actions, Bob?
Was there somebody
Yeah,
before
yeah.
me? Or yeah, okay, we're doing. I understand.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. We're finishing this round. I haven't gone
Yeah,
yet.
Well,
yeah. Everybody was holding their
I'll,
action, so
I'll do a lightning bolt.
Holy crap! You've been holding that this whole time. All right, go ahead.
Yep, I've been holding it because I thought, like I said, other shoe drop.
All right, go ahead. Now this one,
That's
lightning bolt. Does he have to hit with that, or is that just a save thing like fireball?
I'm reading it right now and it doesn't see anything. It says one action, 100-foot line.
Okay, so you got to hit with it. All right, go. So make your attack roll.
yeah, that's a direct damage, I believe.
So,
Oh, you know, I do have.
And I do believe he's sitting on +8 now, actually, because he's
Nat-
9th level.
Nat 20.
Oh my
Jesus
god!
Christ! All right,
So-
dude.
Yeah,
Do your damage and double it.
Well, you get a dex saving throw against it.
Oh well, I do. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so that's what is that again? That's
86.
86 plus one more, so it's 96.
Yep, and then double that.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, 39.
Okay, so that is a total of 78 points of damage. Does he add any plus damage to that lightning bolt, or is it just straight, like
It's
plus?
just
I
straight.
have
Okay.
I can add +3 because I'm using the War Mage thing, the War
Okay.
Mage wand.
So
Yeah.
81
you can
points
use a
of
spell slot and
damage.
push it to the next level higher for another D6 also.
All right.
What was that?
If you use your sorcery point, you can push it up to to another level and do another D6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's double.
might as well do that.
Well, no, he doesn't have those spells left, dude. He doesn't have those spells left.
Oh no, the sorcery
Oh,
point.
No, it's a
as a
sorcery
character.
point. It's a
Oh,
different
I'm
thing.
sorry. Go ahead and add it. Go ahead.
Yep.
So another D6, right?
Yeah, for each slot, for each sorcery point you use.
All right. Well, I have 7 still, so
Jesus. So 76. I suggest you
I
use
had-
all of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
use them all, man. Just burn it
All
all.
right. All right.
Yeah.
This is gonna leave me pretty much depleted now.
But you
Like
never
rest of
really.
Dude, trust me.
don't you?
I failed my saving throw.
Yeah,
Okay.
hit them for everything you have.
Okay. Here we go.
And then more.
Kamehameha.
Oh, that's what this
32.
scene is. You got to give us a nice little proclamation.
32.
32
Another
more.
32.
So that's
Yeah.
114 points of damage. Jesus.
Well, that 32 is doubled, so that's 64 more, right?
Oh, wait,
Oh
really?
no,
Yeah.
he's right. It
Yep.
is.
Yeah.
So that's a 100 and so what was the secondary number? It was what?
Oh, I forgot. I have one more. This is an old thing. I actually have, because I leveled up. I have one more D6.
Well, then use it.
All right. I'm just.
So the first
Okay,
one was
Deb.
82, right? Okay, let me just
82.
Get
Yeah.
that. And give me the total
And
on
then
the second one.
64.
That was 32, and then double that.
Well, 64, yeah.
64.
So 64. All right, and your
Then
one
this is
more
the last one.
your more D6, please.
So I got 12 more. Nice.
12 more. All right, goodness gracious. All right, 6, 8, 14, 15, 158. So once, Jesus Christ, dude. All right, go ahead. Now, Laz, that was a ridiculous round. You did 138 points of damage in a single round. You currently hold the record for this group. So go ahead and give your proclamation. You must say something just withering to this lich. Ha! That was a pun.
You hellspawn.
All right,
How about that?
I'll take it.
What a shock.
And he is shocked. He didn't think
Oh,
you guys had
God.
much left. And he's caught a little off guard by that. He's still standing, but damn, he is smoking. He is charred. His clothing is seen better days. And he looks
I do
not
have another
fearful,
action.
but he looks
You haven't-
a little intimidated. Go ahead and take your second
Another-
action.
I don't know if I can do this. I have Divine Communion as an part ASMR.
It's a ritual spell, so you can't. You
It
can only
would,
do one
yeah,
spell
you
per round.
can't. You can't.
All right.
yeah.
Well, then I'm going to. try to circle around. Or I don't know. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds. Cure Wounds with what little I have left to our young lady, so that she has a little bit more juice.
Lacey.
Okay.
How much is that? Cure Wounds.
It's a D8, I
20
think. Yeah.
What
plus your spell casting.
what level spell are you casting at?
3.
Third
Yeah,
level?
but you got
it's-
third level spells left?
No, first level. Sorry, I'm sorry. About
Okay, that's 1d8 plus
your
plus your
spellcasting
spell
mod.
modifier.
So I'm guessing you're +5 with your charisma,
Yep.
right?
So
You
D6
have,
plus 5.
You have
Go
20
ahead.
charisma.
1d8 plus 5.
1d8 plus 5.
5 plus 5, 10.
Okay.
She gets 10 back.
Okay.
That's it. That's. I'm pretty much out now. I'm done. Suffer like a
All right.
cantrip.
We all
Now it's my turn.
Oh, you bastard.
Now it says, you stupid fleshlings. Do you not know how difficult it is to build these bodies? I will be done with you. And he looks over at the who was currently cowering halfling. He says, you fearful one, feel my rage. Give me a saving throw, please.
Oh, great.
Oh,
On me.
God.
Awesome.
You're the only one he's not scared of.
What is the roll? Like, wait, what kind of a save is it?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's this would be a standard dexterity roll.
A dex?
Yep.
Okay, then I should have. Let me pull up my thing on here.
Oh, and by the way, after that lightning bolt, anything else that wasn't on fire behind that thing is on fire now.
Oh no,
that'd be a
this.
20.
Yeah, I'm
That'd
sorry.
be a 24.
You saved, sir. So you take half of this. You ready?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm telling you, if you
So-
survive this, my little man, you need to throw yourself a fireball at this motherfucker.
Well, I think there's too many people around him. Otherwise, like, I would.
No, I don't think
Well,
anybody's around him.
I don't think he's around it. I think he's away from us.
He's not a dragon
no,
anymore, dude.
you guys are too close. So 30. So.
Floating right above me. But
Oh,
I can
All right.
right.
I rolled really low. So you're actually pretty lucky. He coming out of his hands is pure his left hand actually, as he just kind of dangles it out toward you, all the fingers stretched and leathery, and just raw necrotic energy flows from him and just blasts right into your chest. You take 25 points of damage and you are not happy. You feel corrupted. You are there.
I took 25 points of damage after I saved.
Yes, you did.
Oh man. Okay.
And it has a secondary effect, which is non-savable. You are cursed, sir.
Oh no.
Every action
That's
you
not-
take during this combat, as long as he's in your presence, is at disadvantage. And you're also going to take an additional D8 of necrotic damage every round.
As long as I'm within his field of vision.
As long
Like,
for
as
the
long
rest
as
of this
it's
scene. For the rest of this scene. Yeah. Which basically
this-
means nothing because Lacey's coming up next.
Was he using disrupt life or something?
No, he's using abyssal touch, abyssal strike. All right. So he's just tattered and torn. And Lacey, who's standing on the dock now, and she's at range. She can't run across the water. He's floating in the air anyway. So she can't get into melee combat. But Zach, you're standing next to her, and she is just miffed. She's miffed. This is a very bad day, and this stupid thing, and she's going to deal with it. So
It's
she
okay, baby. It's okay.
So she does. She actually is going to cast a spell and then take a singular action. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, no, that's what she's going to do. She takes a spell, and you hear her. She has her takes her bow out. She's got her bow out, and with her arrow hand, which we'll call her standard, so her right hand, she holds it up and she's moving her fingers and she does like this, and a beam of silvery moonlight appears above and just washes down across this lich. And she casts the moonbeam on him. Luckily, no one's around him, because this is a much tighter AoE. So no one is going to take any kind of damage. But let me make his con save, which he does save. So he's not going to take as much damage from this. Let me roll it real quick. Okay. So and then she lets an arrow loose. So he starts kind of burning in the moonlight, as it were. And he turns around to look at her with a horrific look in his face. And an arrow from a magical bow comes flying out him and strikes him straight in the left eye.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do enough. I think I just can. Yes, I only needed 6. So she only does 24 points of damage to him, 23, points of damage into him this round. But it's exactly what she needed, because he only had 20 health left. All right. So this moonbeam falls down on him. He starts to wither. He looks terrified at her. She lets a arrow loose. It strikes into his head, and the body just instantly starts to decay and rot in midair as pieces fall off before the body itself falls. But rising up out of that body as it falls, you see this black miasma cloud rise, and you hear. You can't make out the words, but it's some angry voice for a second as that miasma just takes off like a shot into the sky. Well, I dare say you guys survived not only a dragon. After 2 fights, you survived the lich. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go sit down in the corner for a minute. I'm tired.
That effect doesn't. I'm not affected by that thing anymore, right? I'm not
That's right.
taking. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to immediately jump into the water and try and steal any of this guy's shit.
No, there's nothing to steal.
Oh, he had items on him though.
No, he didn't.
Oh man.
No, well, he did have an item, but it doesn't work like that. It's a lich, dude. There's nothing there. Yeah.
Okay.
I love that he still dives in the water anyway. He's like,
Somebody get that
money.
glaive.
Yeah,
the
I'll get that
glaive's
out.
down there. You can get that glaive. You can get that.
Oh,
Do
Yeah.
I find something
monk-
random on the
monk,
on the water
Dive
bed?
in and get that glaive.
No,
Okay, I will.
I could say there's a dragon turtle that's been hiding and sleeping underneath the town for 3 centuries, but I won't do that.
Oh God.
No, we went through enough. We need to rest.
Yeah, with 3 things that rest. I am depleted. I don't have shit left.
Right.
Yeah,
But-
I have like a crossbow bolt, and maybe I can hit him with my staff, and and I have daggers, and that's it.
Okay.
That's all I have.
I'm freaking knackered.
Can't believe
I think we should get the hell out of this freaking town.
All right.
I can't believe we beat Joe Biden.
Yeah, right.
Bad
But-
touch Biden.
But here's a good thing. This was an interesting series of fights. It was supposed to be progressively more difficult. The second one didn't turn out that way, because I had a contingency that you could survive. I mean, you always want to have one. I didn't expect you to survive the Eladrin Sentinel. I expected you to be captured, but it didn't turn out like that. It was pretty easy combat, actually. But I'm glad we made it to the third one, because that was a really good challenge, dude. You just defeated a straight up black dragon. I used everything it had, right? And a full bore lich, right? I mean, I had him at full health, 195 hit points, right? So you guys were able to pound out 400 hit points in that combat, and no one's dead. No one's dead. Now let me
Doesn't
have.
Lich have like 20, like a 20 CR or something like that?
It's very high. It's very high. It's not
Like,
a
it's
greater
something
lich. It's a
ridiculous.
normal lich, but it's really high. Now, I'm just kind of curious. You guys are completely burned on your spells, I'm sure. But what are the hit points at the end? Lacey actually ended with 47, so about half her health. Although you guys were kind of healing her along the way. So, Bill, tell me, what are your hit points right now?
I'm full.
Yeah, I don't think I laid a finger on you particularly. How about you, Bob?
No, well, you did nail me, but I had that ring of greater regeneration. The halfling hit me, but that seems like eons ago now.
Oh, that's true. How about you, Bob?
I'm down to 20.
Wow. Slick?
54.
GOP?
6. Which means
Oh!
if that next round went, I could have very easily been down.
Wow. Yeah. Zach?
29.
Wow. So I did clip you down quite a bit. And I was coming at you too. So this is really good though, because this tells me exactly what I can throw at you and what I had intended. So it was a test, let's call it. You guys are ready for bigger and greater things. Now, of course, you do realize the XP you're about to get is insane, right?
Mhm.
So I do believe we're going to level or more.
We're already like 2/3 of the way through anyway. So
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the good things about There's another hint for any potential DMs that are listening. If you want to level your party quickly, right? Now, to be fair, fifth edition experience points is, let's choose a good word, vague. It's one of my biggest complaints about fifth edition, actually. The third edition, every edition before it was very crystal clear. This is vague in fifth edition, but you can use that to your advantage. But if you want to level your party quickly, give them magic items more than they should have, and they will be able to handle bigger threats, particularly in fifth edition, and you will be able to just dump XP on them and move them forward. Right? It's a good thing to do. And I think they're going to be 10th level. I'm pretty sure. It's just ridiculous amount of XP. So I mean, the dragon alone is 12,000. Right. So so it's pretty cool. But anyway, we will pick up where at this point next week. And trust me, I'm not sending another wave at them. They're going to be able to make a decision on what they want to do, get on those boats, and get out of here. I would assume. But they have not one, but 2 docks in the city of Kings Bay have been obliterated. Not one, but 2. And actually, the fire is still going on from this one.
this is
By the way,
this is the 3rd city that we have personally set on fire.
yes,
Yay!
yes.
Fire.
Laz's
are-
nickname will be the Dock Breaker or the Dock Burner.
the dock burner, the dock conflagrator. There we go. Ooh, you see what I
Conflagrator.
did there? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm going to pat myself.
Bilbo
on the
was
back
the
for that.
barrel rider.
Laz the conflagrator. I'm all right with that.
Yeah, Laz the
There you go.
conflagrator. Write that down, dude. That was inspiration. Inspiration. And with that, actually, I am going to give everybody 2 points of inspiration, or in this case, we call it fate, just for living. So go ahead and write that down.
Hey.
There are no treasure at the end of this, but the XP is going to be pretty impressive, and I'm going to do that offline. But expect us when we come back next week. I expect 10th level characters standing in front of you guys, because I'm pretty sure they're getting like 30 grand. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's awesome at the same time. Anyway, thank you guys very much. It's always cool to have you come in here and watch what we do on Bugbear's Basement. I had a great time. Did you guys have fun?
It was
Oh,
awesome.
That was a great battle, man. Just really, really good. And it went so smoothly, too. Very cinematic. It's always nice. But anyway, as usual, I'm going to let these guys go ahead and get their final words. I will start with Zach. But today, we haven't had any kind of musical interlude or any kind of interesting quotations from the corny
while.
tip. It's been a while. So he's going to namaste us out of here. So I'm going to come to him last. But we're going to start with Zach. So final words, dude.
Holy crap! This was a crazy one for my birthday. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good one. And I got lots of arrows off, and I did a lot of damage. Woo!
You
Shut
did.
up,
You had
Chester.
Okay.
Shut up, Chester.
Very well. I will shut. This is me shutting up. But happy birthday to you, brother. I'm really glad
Thank
that
you.
you were able to come over and join us. That's cool. Thank you.
Mhm.
Slick, Jimmy, or Slick Willie, the Willie Slick,
That was, I think,
the greased
my
one.
favorite nat 20 ever.
That was a good one, dude. That was a great moment, dude.
Yeah.
Lighting that thing up and just pumping every bit into that. That's one thing I do like about 5th edition. You can pump your spell like you just did.
Mhm.
That was cool, dude. That was a great round because I would have killed one of you, at least one of you, if you didn't do that. If you did a normal spell, I would have got a full round off. I didn't kill the halfling with the first one, but if I decided to choose him with the second attack I would have had, I probably would have killed him. So you
Yeah.
saved the you saved the halfling, dude. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I would have been down to. I was exhausted. I didn't have anything else. I would have been down to throwing things at him.
We all were, man.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's the point. That's the point. So thank you very much, Slick. Bob.
You're a bastard.
Thank you. Thank you.
We had a lot of fun today, and it looks like everybody in the chat had fun too. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and I do apologize, chat, that I can't keep much eyes on you. I'm quite busy over here. These are not the best format for interacting with the chat, but I hope you guys are enjoying yourself in the chat and just enjoying the storytelling. But yes, I will take the label of bastard happily, proudly. I'll wear it. I'll write it on my back. But do keep in mind, we also had a major revelation today.
Mm-hmm.
Loathe is behind the Eladrin return. That is something. That is
That's
something.
a big deal.
Yeah. And not only was this town harboring a traitorous governor, which we kind of can have a little sympathy for his standing, you had murderous frickin' halflings and a damn lich, right? Running the temple.
I still want to kill Pinder.
Oh well, Pinder shall return, brother. He
Yeah,
shall return.
if they escape, it means they're gonna be back.
Oh yeah, it's escaped from you 3 times now, by the way.
There will not be a fourth.
All right, we'll see. He's pretty powerful, but you guys are about to overtake him, I think. Pretty sure that artifact he has is really badass. But anyway, all right. So thank you very much, Bob. And of course, last but certainly not least, our absolutely dragon chunkin' monk. What's up, Bill?
Oh my gosh, this I thought last week was awesome. You just amped it up, man, and now you got to top it next week.
Oh, I am. You guys are about to get into drow territory, brother.
Yeah, oh yeah, this has just been a
Enjoy.
blast. It keeps getting better and better. So tune in next week, everyone, and see what he puts us through. And how big or how small the meat grinder is going to be, because we'll probably be all sausages by the time he's done with us.
Possibly.
You know what? I just remember. I just read that I forgot completely.
Uh-huh.
Could have put this on here. Whenever I'm flying, I add whatever my level is in radiant damage. Forgot.
Yep.
You gotta remember that.
Remember that stuff, man.
but then wizards, sorcerers, stuff like that, they are just, they're glass lances, right? Like glass cannons, right? They do incredible amount of damage. If I had rolled to focus on you, because I'm rolling over here deciding who I'm going to attack, because in all reality, I could have just said I'm attacking the sorcerer because you did that big damage. But because it's a lich, I rolled it naturally, because the lich, it doesn't care about that dragon body. That dragon body did 2 things. It allows you to play with you and to heal himself completely. Right? That's what that body. So you basically beat the lich twice, really, because the first time you were fighting him, you did 177 damage. That is 18 points away from him being dropped. You almost dropped him, right? So you beat him twice, really. That's pretty impressive, dude. But that was a great moment. I think that's a candid camera moment. But anyway, thank you guys very much. It's awesome. Definitely come back tomorrow. We have our comics news today, of course. After that, we have Drone Recorder Pro Edition. Who's going to the Pro Edition tomorrow? I forgot
Maybe
who won.
me.
Oh, Zach? Oh no, of course you
No,
won.
oh, last week?
Because
last week was Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who won that, but it doesn't matter. They're going to be there. But
I think it was someone new. I think it was someone completely new.
It might have been. That the week before it was someone new. I'm not sure if it was someone new this time, but I'll go. Of course, I've already. The information will be taken care of, all that kind of stuff. But definitely go check that out tomorrow. I'll announce a person's name tomorrow, and once my brain is working better. But nevertheless, rock on, guys. Very, very cool. And GOP, Namaste us out of here, brother.
Do you guys want a normal namaste, or do you guys want a corny singing a song namaste?
Oh, I
You
want
do
some
it, you
music.
do, man.
Happy birthday
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Zach.
Oh, happy birthday to Zach, dude. That's exactly what we need.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday. That's right.
So a song then?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on one sec. Sorry, I gotta move out of this chair. She's witty and she's frisky and the sweetest Highland whiskey. Her lips are like red roses and as soft as morning dew. Her golden hair still shining when the sun is gone declining. She's a life of man, a bonny lass with fortune eyes of blue. Oh, she's lovely and she's charming, and her witty is disarming. She takes my very breath away. I'm smitten, I profess. Every mother's son will soon have their hearts undone. For boys, it's my intent to wed the flower of the lass.
Oh, very nice. And of course, that cues me because obviously he's singing about Lacey. So I'm clap, clap, clap. So therefore, Lacey says, "Happy birthday to
All right, that's it. We're
you.
done.
Good night.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Man. Happy birthday to you." Kisses. All right. Namaste indeed, brothers and sisters. And we will see you
Namaste.
next week. Later.
Goodbye.
Hasta the fuego, babies.